felt like the Boots got treated like second-class Nug citizens in those commercials.
Well, and when they would make the little toys that you would get in the Happy Meals, the Boot never had like a little guy.
Never.
You know? It was always just the belt.
Never.
Now
It's almost like they kept
equality.
the boot under their boot.
Right.
Oh.
It's kind of messed up, man. I don't like the social strata of the McNugget.
What you didn't know is the Boot was behind the scenes pulling the strings.
That's right.
Boot. Real power lives in the shadows. Yeah. The Boot lived in the shadows, dude.
That's right.
Somebody said, "F the McRib, bring back the steak, egg, and cheese bagel."
That's another one that
Is that something that was a big deal?
That was a thing, and people are like, bring it back.
That was a specialty item, though?
It was at McDonald's?
Yeah. Like they spent advertising on it? Like they did
I don't know
with
if it was a
McRib?
special. I think it was just on the menu, and they just discontinued it.
Like a special where you could go in and get 2 breakfast burritos, and it was like cheap as heck, dude. I'm talking like hash browns, 2 breakfast burritos.
Yeah,
they were
that's
like
one of those
miniature.
that you can't throw up.
Yeah, they were like real small.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they give you anything?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It happens, man.
That kind of that helped me retire early. But have you tried or it's no longer there, but the chicken, egg, and cheese bagel from Chick-fil-A was amazing.
The chicken, egg, and cheese bagel, no.
Dude, it's so good.
You know, White Castle's got a good breakfast, by the way. They fresh crack their eggs.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 days before they serve.
Yep. Hey.
Hey.
Today, by the way, is March 18th. It's National Sloppy Joe Day.
Oh,
Sweet.
Today is National Sloppy Joe Day.
Love a sloppy Joe.
Me too. Never make them, but would always take one if they were around.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite a conundrum.
I, of course, make my vegetarian versions, and they're pretty good with the Impossible.
Impossible slops?
Impossible slop.
It seems like the Impossible Burger would be best suited for a sloppy Joe to me.
It is really good.
Because you just
Yeah,
slather
you get
it
the
up.
crumbles.
Well, they say
It's the
that
same basic
Just the
premise
crumbles.
of the McRib. You just slather it up and let the sauce do the work.
people are arguing that is possibly the greatest sandwich of all time. I don't know about that. But the Sloppy Joe has been around for about 95 years now.
It's a good run.
The day aims to explore the wholesomeness of an extraordinary sandwich that has transformed the way people look at sandwiches.
You would think my, my aversion to things on my hands.
Yeah.
I would. It would be my kryptonite. But man, it's worth it. I go for it.
You do?
I'm very particular though.
No glove?
Sloppy Joe?
Yeah, my
Brother, I'd have
pinky.
lost $1 million bet on that.
No, my pinkies and thumbs kind of trap it down here.
The Sloppy Joe. There have been several claims to the origin. One claim states that the sandwich made its debut in 1920 in Havana, Cuba. A bartender, Jose Otero. Jose created and successfully sold a simple sandwich based on a Cuban dish of shredded beef, tomato sauce, and spices called ropa vieja.
Heck of a second baseman too. The dude even pitched one game. You remember that?
Yeah, utility player.
Weird batting stance.
He also sold iced seafood, which would often melt and get the bar floor wet and sloppy. Since Jose was known for the sandwich and wet bar floors, customers linked the two and called him Sloppy Joe. Several years later, Nobel Prize winner and popular writer Ernest Hemingway, who was a patron of the Havana bar, suggested a friend, Joe Russell, who had just set up a restaurant in Key West, Florida, served the sandwich, but rebranded as the Havana sandwich. Another origin story dictates that Joe may have been a variation of the very common loose meat sandwiches of the 1930s.
Yeah.
At a cafe in Sioux City, a cook named Joe added some tomato sauce to the loose meat, giving birth to the goodness known as the Sloppy Joe. In 1969, Hunt's, the ketchup maker, introduced what?
Manwich.
The Manwich.
Oh yeah.
Which made a more convenient way to prepare a Sloppy Joe. The Manwich was a can containing the Sloppy Joe sauce and was promoted as more than just a sandwich. Now,
does it always have to be whatever is in the slop, like whatever's in the pan or the pot or whatever that you're dipping in, or can you? I've never had it where you put it on the bun, and then you add pickles or add cheese or add something.
White Castle has variations of that.
Sloppy Joe?
Yeah, 'cause right now I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking, man, I want to try it with like big fat pickled quarters on it. You know what I mean?
What's your move?
Never had
What's your
that.
Impossible slop?
I put pickles on it.
Really, I've
Anything
never
else?
done that. I can imagine it chopped up in the goops.
You know what I have?
So not just pickle slices on top, like mixed in.
Yeah,
with
because
the-
usually when you mix it in, you got chopped onions in there, right? You got a couple
Oh.
things in there sometimes.
I put crispy shallot on top.
Oh,
Fry up some crispy
Bougie.
shallot.
Bougie Joe's.
Bougie Joe's.
sorry, I didn't know we were in the mountains.
Do you make your own
In
sauce or do you
Aspen.
use man lunch?
I use that much. Thanks for asking.
Man,
Keep it real.
I
A little
want
bit of Southern
But do you
Illinois still in
remember,
there.
remember a couple of years ago, locally here, there was a big story on the Sloppy Joe being called something else. It is a regional. It's a regional thing.
Why would people do this?
Oh,
what is it called?
And once I say it, you guys may remember, like, oh, yeah, this was a thing. There were news articles
The
written.
Messy Jill.
Right.
Ew.
No, it's specific to Alton. The Sloppy Joe is called a Yip Yip.
Oh, boy.
Get the hell out
That's
of
a
here.
cool name.
Don't even
Look
tempt
it up.
me with a yip yip.
I don't want to.
Look it up.
No, thank you.
No, I don't even want to give
Sorry,
him a
Alton.
Google point for my search. No. It's not yip yip.
Yip Yip. I thought the Yip Yips were, wasn't it like a Muppet?
Yeah, Martians.
good?
The Martians
That's
were
cute.
Yip Yips.
Little baby dogs say yip yip. Sloppy Joe
Beaker.
is.
Beaker from the Muppet.
No, they were like the,
That's meep.
they were like, they flew, right? And they were kind of
Yeah.
flowy.
And they're they're
They had
hairy.
the big mouths.
Yeah.
And known as the Yip Yips.
Yip yip is too different. Like it reminds me of a euro or something. I don't know. Yip yip.
I will tell you my friend Laura, who I worked with for years at Lori's place, introduced me to adding mustard to the Sloppy Joe manwich. It's a little game changer, dude.
That sounds
Really?
good.
Just good old French's mustard. Like, make your little, whatever you're going to put on your sandwich, put a little squirt of mustard in there, kind of stir it in with the Sloppy Joe mix, and whew, it is
Little tang.
money, dude.
Man, I feel like I've been making up for lost time with mustard. I didn't like it as a kid.
Me
I
neither.
didn't understand it, and now I'm like, yeah, I'll try
yeah.
mustard on anything.
And it is
Horseradish
it's the guilt-free
mustard.
condiment, dude.
Yeah,
It
I'm
is.
making up for lost time.
Zero
Yeah,
anything.
if you're
vinegar.
making a roast, you could slather a roast
So
in
good.
mustard and
We had corned beef yesterday and some mustard with that.
right.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I've been
Stone ground mustard, so good.
been trying to make good. I've been trying to make good for all that
Good for you.
mustard denial as a kid.
Yeah, dude.
I like the stone ground stuff with the seeds in it.
You're
Me
making
too.
living amends with
Yeah,
with
I'm
I'm
not
not,
a
a
French's.
big,
really
I'm not a big
Yeah.
French's like the.
Every time
Found
I
out
use
you were
it,
French and you're really leaning in.
I'm like apologizing.
And finally, we're talking about this the other day. Adults and their palates. There's a place specifically for adults that serve chicken fingers. Raising Cane's is a chicken fingers place
For adults.
for adults.
Slim chickens also. There's several.
You ever go to a restaurant, look at the kids' menu, and go, man, some of this stuff is probably better than what's on the real menu.
Oh.
Ordered it before.
Have you?
And sometimes if you see the size, you're like, you know what? I really could probably just use just a fewer, just a couple fewer bites, and for the price, man, I'm really gonna,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm really gonna
portions.
save some money here if I go kids menu style.
So a new poll found the average American spends over $2,500 a year on restaurant food now. That's over $200 a month, even though 2/3 say they're currently stressed about money.
Hey, you have seen though, and I don't know if you're going to talk about this. You've seen places, or maybe you haven't, where if you're an adult and you don't have kids there, and you order the kids menu, they won't order off the kids menu, they won't serve it to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's BS.
It's total BS.
That's what I'm going to talk about.
Good.
Oh, okay. I was like, dude, it's a menu item. I want this. I don't care what the word is before it. You have this portioned in this manner for this price. I'll take that.
Yep.
There's something that might save you money if more places will let you do it. 77% of us think adults should be allowed to order off the kids menu.
I go to Andy's Ice Cream and they have a kids menu, and Andy's they overportion you, and if you love custard, you're all for it. I sometimes just can't handle that. I always get the kids custard.
Yeah.
It is and I get a
They
little
think
sundae.
they're doing a nice thing, like when you order a regular
regular.
and they give you an obscene amount.
Yeah, I don't want all that. Sometimes I just want a little, and trust me, I'm adding
take a
toppings.
kid's
I'm
cone.
paying for the toppings, but I just don't want that much custard. And I get it, and so I get the look sometimes. Like these people
Yeah.
are like, "What are you doing, lady? You don't got a kid in your car?" No, I don't want all of that
I
food.
feel like you get away with it, though. I do feel like that is one thing I will say I do think is a little bit of female privilege. Like if you go to, I have had several girlfriends order off the kids' menu and never get questioned at a restaurant because
Yeah,
they're like,
full
this
Rafe.
guy's going to make up for it.
If
you
old
know?
Rafey does.
Yeah, if I ordered a grilled cheese for like $4 and I'm taking up a table, they're going to be like, I feel like I'm going to get thrice denied.
Yeah, there's been 100 times I've gone through Lion's Choice drive-through by myself and ordered a Cub meal. Because I'm like, well, I don't need a full-size sandwich. I don't need none of that.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't question you at a drive-through.
No,
It's too late then.
Especially with your voice.
But yeah, right. pull through, ma'am.
Pull through.
Yeah.
You think a 10-year-old's driving the car.
They wouldn't question. They
car.
wouldn't question a drive-through because it could be you picking up food for somebody.
For sure, but plenty of looks.
But
Plenty
if you're
of
at a
looks.
restaurant, a sit-down, and you order something from the kids' menu, they may deny you. They may go, no.
Yeah, they want you to pay that full price.
Some places don't care. A lot of them don't allow it. And 21% of us have tried to order off the kids' menu before, and a third of those people said they've been rejected at least once.
Yeah, that's silly.
The survey also found we'll probably be ordering more food.
Dude, it's okay. Lern, you're probably not short enough for this, but like there are plenty of adults that have to shop in the kids section. Can you imagine somebody being short enough to have to shop in the kids section, going over there, going to buy pants, and going, "You're not a kid. You can't buy kids' pants."
Right.
You know what I mean? That's crazy. Here are pants. Here is price. Here is money. Goodbye.
This is the transaction. Okay, I'm getting the portion that I'm paying for. Maybe I only want to have 3 chicken fingers instead of 10 or whatever. I'm giving you money. Yeah. I'm getting a certain portion.
How you
bring seven of them home.
How you classify your menu? Is that even legal? Tell me something. Is that legal?
No.
If Rizz's restaurant has a kids menu, it doesn't. I don't care how you categorize your menu.
Oh no, we're enforcing the kids menu.
You have an item.
It's fully enforced.
You've got a Rizz burger, Rizz Sloppy Joe.
A lot of them
sloppy
say
Rizz.
it's like 12 and under.
Yeah, 12 and under.
A lot of them say the age, and I wonder if that's like a legal thing,
I bet it is.
Oh, that's horse poop.
or if that's just to like shame you a little bit. I mean, I get the argument on their side of like
Curious.
maybe they're trying to be like, hey, we want you to bring your kids in. We're trying not to break the bank. We know your kids are going to eat 3 bites of their meal, and you're going to end up throwing it in the trash, and it's frustrating as a parent because I've been there. So there's like, we'll do this little thing for $4 because you guys are going to order a meal.
We're gonna take a loss on it.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't come in because you have your kids.
Right.
It is legal. Yes, it is legal for a restaurant to refuse to allow an adult to order off of a menu exclusively to children of a certain age.
Same thing with seniors.
Holy crud!
Yeah, well,
that seems
65 and up,
that
dude.
seems very un-American.
They got the kids side because if they didn't have a kid side, you wouldn't bring the kids. Therefore, you wouldn't spend any money. Go ahead, Moon.
You let me handle my family.
You're at Rizz restaurant.
Stay out of my business.
Ask for the chicken fingers off the kids menu.
Can I have the chicken?
No.
I was gonna say
This
please.
restaurant sucks.
Screw you.
This
and
restaurant in Arizona?
Your rats.
You can get out.
That's wild. That's wild to me. Is it? Am I taking crazy pills?
No.
Are you guys on board
I'm
with
on
me?
crazy
or?
train with you, and
No.
I hate it.
If I want to have a kids menu and enforce it, I'm enforcing it.
What?
maybe
You're not coming in here.
Don't tell me. You offer something.
You're not
I'll
coming
come in here and
for
I'll
kids.
I'll
This
pick
is for
what I want.
kids.
Well, what if can you order off a senior menu at Denny's?
No,
Should they give you that?
No.
What's the difference?
that's a discount, though.
Yeah, that's a discount.
So is the kids menu.
So is the kids menu.
But no, you're getting a smaller portion for a smaller price. That is just how
it's
it
a
is.
fair trade, yeah.
You know what? That's a great point. You did make a good point there with the senior discount and the kids discount, but it needs to be called a kids discount.
The reason they got the
But the
kids menu
seniors
is so
discounts
you
for
could so parents could come in with the kids.
Seniors discounts
Otherwise,
on
they
a
wouldn't
full
come.
meal.
Well, then never mind this beard. I'm 11.
What about the I'm not that hungry discount? Can I have that? Like, I don't want to have 16,000 nachos right now. I just want to have a little baby nachos.
Take some home.
Soggy by then.
Man, I don't
That's
know.
a you problem, not a me problem.
This is interesting gray area.
But then there's a food waste.
Yeah,
That's a you problem.
trying to help the earth.
Not my problem. That's not my problem. Go somewhere else.
Bryce says Rizz sounding like a Karen.
Trying to lose a couple lbs. My portion control. I'm not good at controlling it once the portion is here. I'm trying to portion control it before you drop the food off. Kids menu, chicken tenders, please.
Tapas, a la carte. I'm into those.
Go to another restaurant. Get out. All right, let's do this. All right, that's brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. St. Louis' home for Blues hockey from Hazelwood, Missouri. Teresa DeVita is our listener of the day. Teresa has been a listener to the Rizz Show for the last 7 years. Tunes into the YouTube stream every day since her retirement 4 years ago. Congratulations. Awesome. Teresa misses Jeff's presence on the show, but is very grateful for the additions of Lern and Rafe over the last year, and is sure that Jeff would approve with how much the show has grown. Well, thank you, Teresa. Teresa DeVita from Hazelwood is our Team Rizz member of the day. Get super sweet Team Rizz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, we'll take our first break of the morning. We'll come back with Crap on Celebrities. It is 7:16 Monday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. It's time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We got a right-hand shoulder block due to a stolen vehicle 64 eastbound at 170. Your point forecast, a morning freeze, and it's breezy. High of 45. Right now it's 27 at the Point Studio.
All right, welcome back to the Rizz Show. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow1057thepoint.com. Camera's working all right now?
Everything's great. Everything
up and
is a go.
Send us that instant feedback through the 1057 The Point mobile app. So a couple things today. Sex Time Fun Facts, Sex Toy of the Week. Plus, St. Louis Blues greats Kelly Chase and Barrett Jackman stopping by. They got a cool thing they're promoting. It's Blues alumni to face off against NHL alumni and celebrity guests in the Puck Cancer charity game. April 5th over at Centene. Proceeds will go towards cancer research through the Jimmy V Foundation for Siteman Cancer Center. Kelly Chase, I don't know if you've been following what he's been going through. Been battling leukemia. I believe he announced he was in remission last month.
Awesome.
And Kelly Chase, I mean, big tough guy. A lot of fights. In fact, he was one of the producers for that Ice Guardians documentary, if you've ever seen that. Ice Guardians is... Ray, have you ever seen it? Ice Guardians, it's about the fighters in hockey.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, and Kelly Chase, big...
It's one of the guys?
Badass, yeah. But he's been battling, and he's in remission, which is a great thing to hear. And he'll be here to talk about the Puck Cancer charity game, April 5th, over at Centene. Tomorrow, I'm excited. Mystery guest.
Phone
Mystery guest. Who was our last mystery guest?
Weird Al.
Oh,
that's right. No, but that was mystery guest just for Scott.
That's true.
This is for everyone.
This is
Joe
for everyone.
Buck was
Joe
the
Buck.
last one.
Joseph Buck.
Joseph
Buck.
Well, this is exciting.
Yeah, tomorrow mystery guest. He'll be on the phone. Oh, he or she. Damn it. Okay, fine.
Musician?
He. I'm not saying anything else. That's it.
You blew it.
I blew that part. All right, today is March 18th. Back in the day, 174 years ago, 1850, Henry Wells and William Fargo founded a shipping company called American Express.
Yes.
Exactly 2 years later, 1852, they organized a coast-to-coast express business and bank and named it after themselves. You've probably heard of it. William and Henry's Coast-to-Coast Express Business and Bank. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. 132 years ago, speaking of hockey, 1892, Lord Stanley presents the Silver Challenge Cup for hockey, now known as the Stanley Cup. 43 years ago, 1981, the Buffalo Sabres set an NHL record of 9 goals in one period versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. 42 years ago, 1982, you guys know the story of Teddy Pendergrass?
Yeah. Incredible singer and the car wreck.
Yeah, Teddy Pendergrass, on this day in 1982, Soulmaster, paralyzed from the waist down when his Rolls-Royce bounced off a divider and slammed into a tree in Philly. 4 years later, he was seriously injured again when his hand-controlled van crashed into a power pole. And then colon cancer got him in 2010.
It's a bummer. That dude's voice is exceptional.
Yeah, that's a cruel fate.
Yeah.
For Teddy Pendergrass to be paralyzed from the waist down, of all people.
Of all people.
Because he was giving a lot of people waist down action for a long time.
Yeah.
He was.
But I also feel like he's the kind of guy that was about to also get into film and do the whole big superstar thing.
Yeah, it's a
He was
sad
close.
story.
Yeah.
34 years ago, 1990, the largest art robbery in U.S. history went down at the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston. 13 works of art worth over $500 million stolen. I don't think any of that stuff has ever been recovered.
Who's got it?
They don't know.
There's some cool art pieces if you guys are interested.
Yeah,
in
I listened to a podcast about it. It was during the St. Patrick's Day parade in Boston, where thieves went in and just stole all the stuff.
Damn.
24 years ago, in the year 2000, Destiny's Child, Say My Name, hit #1 in the U.S. 23 years ago, 2001, John Phillips, founder of the Mamas and Papas, died at the age of 65. If you remember his story, come to find out he was having sex with his daughter. Remember Mackenzie Phillips?
What?
I don't remember that.
Oh, you don't remember that story? Oh, man.
Yeah, she was on what, One Day at a Time?
Yeah.
Sad, man. She had real bad drug problems.
Yeah.
Too, right?
Yeah. That's Bijou Phillips' father and Mackenzie Phillips' father. Come to find out he was sexually abusing his daughter.
And it was
Terrible.
like beyond the pale. Like, not that any sexual abuse isn't, but they were like, she was messed up. Like her autobiography, I think it was like they had like a relationship.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like she was like living as his wife, basically. It wasn't like a sneaky behind closed doors, disgusting. It was like another level.
It was another level.
It was crazy. Like she was like brainwashed. It was bad, man.
15 years ago, in the year 2009, Liam Neeson's wife, Natasha Richardson, died after being or getting hit in the head. Well, she fell. She hit her head while skiing in Quebec. And 7 years ago today, in 2017, Chuck Berry died. He was
The guitarist.
90.
A guy.
That's right.
Really named Charles.
90.
Got to see his last show at Blueberry Hill.
You did?
Duck
I
Room,
never got to see it.
Yeah. Tim and I decided to go 2014, I believe, and
Well,
we had heard rumors
that it
that
would
it
have been
was
his last one.
show, and Joe Edwards came out and said, "No, he's going to be here forever," and that was his last.
And that was
show.
it? Was it good?
Nope.
It was incredible to see him. I mean, he was 90, or how old was he?
He was 90 when he died in 2017.
Yeah, so I mean, he was in his
His
late
late
80s, but still to watch him come out there with his captain's hat and to be in the same room, the small little duck room with a legend. I mean, his band followed him. I mean, he would just start going and they would just follow him wherever he was going, whatever song he was going through. And it was incredible. So
Yeah, I was at Blueberry Hill one night, and there was the camera crews. Everyone was out there. It was like, sweet, he is here tonight. And turned out he passed away that day. So I was like, oh.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. That's
the
where I
camera
met
crew
Joe.
was there.
This drunk guy's like, you got to meet Joe Edwards right now. And I'm like, nah, it's cool. And he introduced me to Joe Edwards, and I'm like, this is not the right time.
Yeah. Well,
Not the right time.
all right, that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best. Flush the rest. BrightHouseCo.com. 636-600-0188.
Oh, just real quick, in Moon news, Grant's Farm opens today.
Yeah, baby.
Like today, Grant's Farm opens. It's the earliest they're opening, like as far as, so it's the 70th year for Grant's Farm.
Yep. And in
Today's opening
celebration,
is the earliest in Grant's Farm history. So if you want to ride that train for your bucket list,
ride. Drive.
no, drive.
Yes, in celebratory fashion for the 70th year, I have been in contact with them, and we are going to be pulling that off this year.
Good.
Yeah, driving the train at Grant's
Yep,
Farm.
sometime in the next couple months, I'm going to be giving the tour, baby, giving the tour through the
It opens
Bison Park.
today.
Well, like many of their fellow artists, Sammy Hagar and Michael Anthony, they've not cashed in on their music catalogs, publishing, and likeness. Here is Sammy and Michael Anthony on why they've not parted ways with their music catalog.
Okay.
If someone was interested, which they are, they have to be a partner. If you want to get in business with us and exploit our catalog and make sure our songs are in commercials or in movies or just giving it exposure because it deserves exposure. You have to be careful. Mike and I haven't done it yet, and we're talking to people. People are talking to us. It really depends on what they want to do with your stuff. And if you still have control over what they do with it.
I would hate to hear right now in a Burger King commercial.
So they're talking about the Van Hagar type of catalog.
Okay, so if they sold their portion, so were there 4 people in Van Halen?
Wait, did somebody say they would hate to hear it in Burger King?
Yeah.
And
He would
Burger
hate to
King
hear the
commercials.
song right now in a Burger
who
King.
said that?
Michael Anthony. He's talking about they want to have a
Oh,
partnership
stop it.
instead of just selling it outright. They want to be able to still control what brands would pick up that era of Van Halen music.
Yeah, but if they have a quarter of it, so they would have half, right? I don't know how their deal is worked out.
Sure. Well, there is no deal. They're not going to sell. There's somebody interested right now. And I looked up the most expensive music catalog that was ever sold. Do you know who it was so far?
Springsteen?
It was Bruce Springsteen.
Was huge.
$550 million is what Bruce got for his expensive
And you know
catalog.
what Bruce? You know what Bruce said?
What?
Play it anywhere.
Yeah.
It's just music, man. Go ahead.
Interesting.
Give me money. Do what you want.
How do you feel about that, though? You think, the Sammy era of Van Halen had some bangers,
Yeah.
you know? They could probably get a good penny.
I think it belongs in Burger King, personally. I don't know what he's worried about.
Yeah, I don't care.
You don't care?
Cash in, man.
Yeah, what else are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
Who's going to get it when you die?
I mean, I guess his kids.
Sure. And then is anybody going to want it then? Is it lucrative now to sell it now while you're still alive? Or do you just give it to the kids and hope that they make a good penny when you're gone? I don't know. Dr. Dre opened up about his 2021 brain aneurysm during a recent interview on the Life of Mine with James Corden show. Dre said that he had 3 strokes over the course of 2 weeks, and then he recalled that he went to the hospital after he woke up not feeling. He had this intense pain, the worst pain he's ever felt behind his ear, and his son's girlfriend was actually like, "We need to take you to the ER." Like he just wanted to lay down, and he was like stroking out. He says, next thing you know, I'm blacking out. I'm in and out of consciousness, ended up in the ICU where I was there for 2 weeks. And I'm hearing the doctors coming in and saying, you don't know how lucky you are. So Dr. Dre could have been dead had it not been for his son's girlfriend saying, we're taking you to the ER right now.
There's an acronym when it comes to a stroke. What's the...
Oh, yeah. Something.
The stroke acronym
Do you want to hear Dr. Dre?
Be fast. Balance, eyes, face, arms, speech, time.
Yeah.
Be fast. And so similar in this sit down with James Corden, he talked about, his relationship with Eminem. And here's a little bit of
Dr.
that.
Dre.
Hi, my name is. It's the first thing that happened. We're in the studio, and I hit play on it. Doom doom, doom doom, and he just went, "Hi, my name is."
Hi, my name is. What? My name is.
It happened that fast, and then we went from there, and that was the beginning of this relationship. And I think he's the best MC ever.
Yeah, he says point blank period. Of course, there are going to be arguments about that because he's a white guy. I don't think anyone that's rapping can touch Eminem on that microphone. Bruno Mars, let's get into this. Allegedly owes millions of dollars from gambling debt to the MGM Las Vegas. $50 million at one point is how much Bruno Mars owed. He says he's got a weakness for poker tables.
So he had a residency in Vegas, right?
Right.
With MGM?
Yes, where he would make about $1.5 million per night.
And would just go immediately spend it.
Yes.
Spend more than what he was making.
At the casino.
Over $1 million a night.
It's one thing to be a gambler. It's another thing to be a bad gambler and not good at winning.
Man.
He's doing it. He was doing it at poker and losing.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
Yeah. And they have a huge relationship. He even had a pop-up bar, maybe it's one that stays there for a while, called the Pinky Ring Bar. And, I mean, he still can't dig himself out of this MGM debt.
Man, if you're going to be into
is owed.
gambling, you better get better at playing.
Well, so how's he
Maybe
gonna
don't do a Vegas residency either.
Yeah, if you have a
Jeez.
gambling problem. From what I heard, that he's going to have to play MGM for free.
Yeah, he's going to have to just work for free for a while
He's gonna have
to pay it back.
He's going to have to work for free.
At least 50 times. If he's making whatever that is, like 25 times, if he's making $1.5 million each night at that residency, better be booking him. $50 million is what he owes, allegedly.
Man. I take a marker. I'm good for it. And then
I just don't
play a
understand.
show, make $1.2 million a show,
Yeah.
and then just go and immediately spend it or gamble it away.
I don't have this in me. Are you any of you guys, you just love gambling at all? I get it's a real problem. I'm not trying to minimize that.
I do like, I've gone gambling once with Rafe. We've never got. You've never sat at a table with me.
If I did, I wasn't gambling. I think I may have watched. We've been to casinos together.
And Thanksgiving we went gambling.
We did.
I was the one that said, "Let's go."
Yeah, we're the same in that regard. I had an uncle who was. I have family members who he lost 2 marriages over it. He would gamble his whole paycheck. He would go to like the end to a bar and put all of his paycheck into one of those poker machines. Video poker. Like he just could not stop himself.
Dang.
And lie to cover it up and try to like make it, didn't tell his wife, and then it got him in financial trouble. And of all the addictive parts of my personality, that one didn't come. I get gambler's remorse. So I start thinking about like I look at every bet as like this is my phone bill.
Yeah.
I start thinking about. I still have a very like practical. I'm like, oh man, that could cover my T-Mobile bill if I just walk away right now. I'm not looking for the big score. I'm just like. I think we both got even, right? Then we make maybe $50 between us, and we're like, yeah, this is great. Let's get out of here.
And you know what it is? It's when I, in my head, start chasing, like if I'm losing, and then I start putting more money down, I go, that's it, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad none of us have a gambling problem in this room. That's exciting. Lil Wayne might have to answer questions for allegedly lying about his marijuana usage to get a pandemic loan. Business Insider reports that Wayne applied for a loan in 2021, told the government that his workplace was drug-free, and now, after they approved that $8.9 million check, they didn't take into account Wheezy's personal usage of marijuana, and so now he's having to kind of come clean about that. None of the pandemic loans have ever been called into question because of the drug-free certification. The Black Crowes are worried that the overuse of digital editing tools in the recording studios to make every song, every note flawless has left music missing something. Rich said, the problem with a lot of music today is that there's no humanity in it. There's a pursuit of perfection and the use of these tools that sucks all of human qualities out. He goes, if you go back and listen to Beatles records, they're all over the place. Same with Led Zeppelin and the Stones. That's why their records are exciting. It's amazing and dangerous that we can, fall off the rail at the same time as making something brilliant. And he goes, that's that human element.
Yeah, they leave some of the flaws in there.
Yeah.
Missed notes or, somebody
Background
screaming
noise.
something in the background.
Right.
That stuff's so valuable. The mess ups. They end up being classic.
I agree.
Parts of those. Yeah.
Queens of the Stone Age frontman Josh Homme says the super group, Them Crooked Vultures, could be reuniting. He wants it to happen. Dave Grohl says he wants it to happen. John Paul Jones, no comment. I was thinking about, I haven't heard, we have it in the system, New Fang. Like, when's the last time you listened to Them Crooked
A lot,
Vultures?
actually. It comes up in there's a couple songs from Them Crooked Vultures that come up in my liked shuffle.
Right. Did you ever see them?
No, never got to see them.
I think Tommy the Boss was up.
They did a couple shows.
They did. Well, and they did a Chicago show like during Lollapalooza one year, I think, when the Queens and Stone Age and Foo Fighters were playing. And I think our boss got to see them in like a little bitty club in Chicago. I mean, how freaking cool is that to be that close to John Paul Jones? Maynard James Keenan of Toll says Mike Tyson started training for his fight against Jake Paul at his martial arts school in Cottonwood, Arizona. Keenan posted a photo with Tyson and wrote, "Gonna be bragging about this for a bit, long after you're all tired of hearing about it."
They did release some video of Tyson training over the weekend of him, hitting the heavy bag and shadow boxing.
What do you think?
Looks good.
Does it?
Dude,
Although
it's scary.
Hearing about them possibly using headgear and 18-ounce
pillow gloves, yeah.
If they use headgear, oh, man, that's going to suck. That's going to definitely, right? Don't you think that's going to take something away from it?
Yeah, but it's still going to sting nicely.
Yeah, but still, it's going to take something away from it. It's going to take a lot away from it.
100% will take something away from it. Because then you're watching like a sparring match.
Yeah.
Man,
I'm still having the party at my house, though.
That's
I'm
good.
still coming.
July 20th. July 20th, which is 2 days after Limp Bizkit.
Nice. We're going to have a nice extended weekend.
Yeah, what a week.
That's going to be fun as hell.
All right, so we're going to Limp Bizkit on the 18th of July.
Right.
We're taking the Friday off, and then the Tyson-Paul fight.
It's going to be fun. Master of Horror Joe Dante, who also brought us Gremlins and The Howling and The Burbs, is to direct a reimagining of Little Shop of Horrors. That's in movie news. I'm pretty excited about
Dude,
that.
what a great Little Shop of Horrors. I haven't seen that in years.
Still haven't seen it.
Oh, dude, it's great.
Moranis.
Rick Moranis and the Bill Murray and Steve Martin scene together. The dentist's office.
Oh, yeah. Do you think
Classic.
there's a chance Moranis would make an appearance?
I didn't know those two were in it.
Oh, it's like
loaded.
it's one scene.
I know
Steve Martin is the dentist
I know so little about it.
who's always taking hits off the nitrous, and Bill Murray is the patient. It's like a cameo. It's
awesome.
one of the greatest scenes ever.
Huh. I intentionally don't want to know anything about it so I can like enjoy it.
I
My
think
wife
you need to watch
loves
it.
it, and she's like, "You got to
I think
go."
you need to watch it.
Yeah, but watch it by myself. Everybody says
No, I
it's
think
like
watch
an
it with the
interactive
kids.
thing. Well, I mean, like, you know how they do those showings and it's interactive and people are always
You're
screaming. and doing
thinking
whatever?
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, what do
this
you
is
think?
Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
Those two different things.
Yeah.
Totally
Yes.
different things, yeah.
Oh man.
Little Shop of Horrors
Haven't
is
seen
the,
either.
Has, like, the
is-
plant
is
that
the
eats-
plant that eats people.
Yeah.
Right.
Audrey 2.
And what's this other one?
Little Shop of Horrors is with Tim Curry and
that's Rocky Horror Picture
Meatloaf.
Show.
Yeah.
Rocky Horror Picture Show has Tim Curry and
Susan
Let's Do the
Sarandon.
Time Warp Again.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the interactive thing.
Yeah, they used to show it
Yes.
at the Tivoli.
Yeah. Okay,
Little
what-
Shop of Horrors is completely different, but similar.
But also
in
has Tim Curry?
fun. No.
No.
That's what you just said.
He misspoke.
man.
I
He
misspoke.
meant Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Little Shop of Horrors. Okay.
Guys, the inventor of karaoke has died. R.I.P. to the Japanese businessman name. I'm going to totally botch this man's name.
That's a weird name.
Shigechi Negishi. Thank you. And I love this man because I love karaoke bars so much.
I think you need to apologize to the country of Japan.
I apologize to the country of Japan. Shigeshi. No, Shigeshi Negishi. I'm terrible at my job. Hi.
Just said the inventor of karaoke.
The inventor of karaoke has died. He lived to be 100 years old. He invented the first karaoke machine in 1967 after one of his employees made fun of his singing voice. It was originally called a Sparko box. So in his honor, somebody did a survey and conducted some research to determine the 30 best karaoke songs for people who cannot sing.
So you mean the 30 worst?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So you're telling me the Rocky Horror
Oh, we're back
Picture
to
Show
that.
Here we
does
go.
not have the plant that eats people?
No, Rocky Horror doesn't have the plant.
I'm in a different dimension.
You are. Wait, does your wife love Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Yes, Rocky Horror Picture
Little
Show.
Shop of Horrors is the plant.
I thought they were the same thing.
No.
The same.
I'm
kind
not
of
the
intrigued
only
that your
one that
wife
thought
was
this.
No.
Little Shop of Horrors is Rick Moranis, and
It's a full-on comedy. I mean, it's got...
Steve Martin.
And Christopher Guest?
Yeah, Christopher Guest is in it for 3... Yeah, this
I,
is...
I must see this.
it's awesome.
There you
Excellent.
go.
It's excellent. I
It's
think the
getting
kids would like
remade.
it too. Okay, the 30 worst.
Worst karaoke songs?
Yeah.
Oh, and I Will Always Love You.
I Will Always Love You by Whitney. No.
Okay, here's one that I've seen attempted many times,
Okay.
and I've never seen anybody nail it. It's "Living on a Prayer" from Bon Jovi.
Nice.
Point for Rizz, number 2.
Okay, there's one worse than that.
I see a lot of Frank Sinatra.
You know what it
attempts.
is? It's the living. And you can't.
Nobody can do that.
Nobody can do
Oh,
that.
so
John Bon
like, Take
Jovi
on
John
can't
Bon
even do
Jovi can't even do that anymore.
Take on Me.
No Take on Me.
Okay.
What
There's
is-
another song, an iconic classic rock song that people try to hit.
Queen.
And you just can't because it's impossible. Queen is on this list, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay.
But that's number 8. Number 3 is from
a classic rock song.
classic rock song. Nobody has this voice.
Don't Stop Believing.
Don't Stop Believing by Journey is number 3. Bruno
You
Mars.
yeah, you know what? You think you're going to bring the house down with it.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, everybody's gonna
does.
love this.
Yeah, no, everybody knows this. I'm
You are
gonna.
no Steve Perry.
I rock this in my car. Let me show you.
Everybody's going to love this.
Bruno Mars was in at number 10 with Just the Way You Are. Bryan Adams is number 9. Summer of 69.
Oh,
Bohemian Rhapsody, number 8 from Queen. Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive.
Okay. So that's not number 1. Can we
Keep
get
going.
some hints?
Yeah. Okay, so number
Worst karaoke songs.
this is a song that
Or
people
worst songs
sing
to
at a
karaoke.
sporting event. And it actually sounds great when it's sung in a crowd.
hey!
Did it say hey?
There's no words.
The number 1 song,
We Will Rock You?
No We Will Rock You. Dancing Queen from ABBA's number 6. Spice Girls Wanna Be number 5. Love Shack number 4 from the B-52s. Number 1 is a song that if you, and I don't know because I don't care about sports is not enough, but like, I think there's an East Coast stadium that you would hear this song being sung.
Are you ready for some football?
Is it a? Is it okay?
Oh, New York. So something about
Sinatra?
No.
Sinatra.
What's the other one?
This is a solo guy.
Solo guy.
Solo guy.
Solo guy.
Was this guy in a band at one point?
I don't think so.
So
Solo
Bruce
guy.
or something?
Still
I don't
with
know.
us? Is he still with us?
Yes, he is
Still
still
touring?
Oh God, I don't know.
Billy Joel.
Not
Yeah,
Billy Joel.
Oh, okay, Elton John. No.
East Coast Stadium.
Yeah, which East
This
Somebody-
guy was kind of in between pop and rock. I don't really know how to categorize him, to be honest.
Or do we all like
You
him?
all probably love this
Love
guy.
him. Many hits.
Mellencamp?
Many hits, yeah. Great blouses.
Blouses.
Prince?
Yeah.
Yeah. Game. Blouses.
She says still alive.
Yeah,
Let me make sure this
blouses.
person
Many
is still
blouses.
Sing.
No.
Blouses.
Is he in his
I haven't tell you how old he is.
older gentleman?
Older gentleman. He is
Rod Stewart.
83.
83.
Damn.
Grew up in Brooklyn. These are your people.
In Italian.
There's
he
a
Italian?
There's a great movie that was made about this man, and the guys had a cover band of this.
Oh, the Jewish Elvis. Neil
Neil
Diamond.
man. Neil Diamond. Yeah.
Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline is the number
Okay.
one karaoke song.
Threw me on blouses.
Yeah.
He has great blouses.
He's a like a rhinestone
Yeah. I
Shiny
love Neil
sequin
Diamond,
jacket
dude.
guy.
Yeah.
The Jewish Elvis.
Would you consider him rock? What would
No.
you categorize?
Soft
I
rock.
don't know what
pop.
that is.
Pop. I don't know what that
Is
is.
Donny Osmond a rocker?
Right.
Well, then Neil Diamond isn't.
Hey, dude.
Neil Diamond is his own category.
Brother Loves Traveling Salvation Show slaps, dude. That song slaps. I don't care who you are. That's a rock song.
A celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Lily Collins, Phil Collins' daughter. She is Snow White in Mirror, Mirror. And she's on Emily in Paris. She's 35. Adam Levine is 45. Dane Cook is 52. Queen Latifah is 54. Jerry Cantrell from Alice in Chains is 58. Vanessa Williams is 61. Mike Rowe.
Oh,
It's the
Dirty
greatest
Jobs
name.
guy.
Mike Rowe. And he's not short, but Mike Rowe is 62. Jeffrey Owens, that's Elvin on The Cosby Show. Tyler Perry offered him a job, and he also landed a guest spot on NCIS New Orleans.
Oh, he was the guy they tried to shame because he was working at Trader Joe's.
That's right. That's right. Tyler Perry offered him a job right after
Yeah, 'cause
he was getting shamed for
Was
it.
it TMZ? They're like, look where he is now.
Look where
working at
Jeffrey
Trader
Owens
Joe's.
is.
The guy, and everybody's like, dude,
He's trying to
This
work.
guy's working.
It was like 2020, too.
like you dicks. The guy's working.
And he's 63 years old. Give him a break. And Brad Dourif, is that how you say his name? He's the voice of Chucky in Child's Play movies. He was nominated for Best Supporting Actor Oscar for playing the stuttering Billy Bibbit in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest in 1975. He is also Grima Wormtongue in the second Lord of the Rings movies. So that's probably how you know him. He's 74 years old.
I don't know this guy at all.
You'd recognize him from that role.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Desi Fox. And today's birthday girl's been in 41 fine films, including 40-Year-Old Size Queens 6, Bangin' Granny, Cougars in Heat 2, Desi, How Does Your Garden Grow? Dude, Don't F My Wife, Horny White Mothers 4, Mama Likes It Big 3, Massive Milk Jugs, There's Something Wrong with Mom Before, and Who Could Forget a Role? In 2010's My Grandma Does Your Grandma. Desi Fox is 64 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. Oh, that's him? Dude,
Yeah,
does he not look like Chef Will?
He's Wormtongue.
Go up to the one. Look at that picture. Down.
With this kind of
Yeah,
thing?
man, he looks like Chef Will.
does.
You're right.
Because he got the handlebars?
Yeah.
He just needs some braids there.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back with your sexy time fun facts. Including Pornhub being disabled in Texas. So Pornhub pulls out of Texas. Yikes, I'll tell you why. It is 7:55. It's Monday. Traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We got a right lane block due to a crash 270 southbound at exit 13. There's also right lane block due to an abandoned vehicle 270 northbound at Gravoy. And still a right-hand shoulder block due to a stalled vehicle 64 eastbound at 170. Your point forecast, a morning freeze, and it's breezy today. High of 45. Right now it's 27 at the Point Studio.
All right, first big summer show of 2018. We've got 30 Seconds to Mars and Wellesley Arms and Walk the Moon and K-Flay. How are you?
I'm doing great.
It's really great to see you. I got to tell you this, though, kind of changing up the interview from where I thought it was going to go. I want to know about the fitness regime in which that you have, how you do it out there when it's 105 degrees, because I need to.
Okay, so we've just started something. We're calling it Witness the Fitness.
Okay.
It's good branding, right?
Right.
We're off to a good start. But basically, like with a tour like this too, we have a lot of downtime.
Sure.
So we're trying to take like times when we could do bad things and do good things.
Is where fun and fantasy meet. We have the sex toy of the week coming up. I haven't seen what it is. Rafe, is this something you can get at Patricia's? The sex toy of the week this week?
God, I hope so. I would imagine, yeah.
They got all sorts. Listen, if they don't have that specific item there,
They'll get it for you.
I'm sure they could get it for you.
Guaranteed.
Patricia's is where you go for the sexy lingerie, stiletto heels, sexy costumes, lotions, lubes, vibrating toys. They really have something for everyone. If you want to get freaky, think about Patricia's. 3 locations. St. Peter's at the Cave Springs exit, on Page 3 miles east of the Westport Plaza, and at the corner of Grand and Gravaway. If you are the person who's planning the bachelor or bachelorette party, you must go to Patricia's for your party supplies. For all your fun and adult toys, it's Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, and where naughty is nice. That's Patricia's.
Oh, let's do it now.
Let's do it now.
Let's do it now. Okay, so wait, and Columbus, I don't think you have a clue how bad this gun hurts. Would you like an example? Would you like to try? Would you put your butt on the line and?
You guys can shoot me.
Yeah. Have Scott. How about you shoot Clonvis first?
Can I take one
shot in the
Can I
tush.
take one of his shots and give him 4? Was that
What?
fine?
No.
Oh, that's happened.
I'd like to. I mean, just as a gesture.
I mean,
of
that's a pretty.
goodwill.
That's a
towards the
pretty
show.
amazing friend right there.
In tribute?
Or I'll take one
put
and
my
I'll
ass
still
on
shoot
the
him 5 times.
I had 4 last week, and I'll tell you, it was excruciating.
I'm interested to see if it's as bad as you guys say, or if you're hamming it up. So I'm willing to take a shot.
Yeah, okay. I would love for you to take a shot to see if we're hamming it.
Fine.
Shoot
you know
me.
what? He'll take one of your shots. Shoot me.
All right, good.
Holy smokes.
He's going to take one of your shots. Wow, I'm such a pushover today.
Thank you.
All right, let's do it.
It's because I'm in a good mood.
Okay.
So do you get to, who's going to shoot me?
Scott will shoot you first.
Okay.
Okay.
It's only fair. Respect.
I gotta take my butt out?
Yeah, now put it up against the... Yeah, go up against the wall there. Just your undies.
See if
He's
his
got a
cheeks
lot of
have
gear.
rosy red marks on them.
Clive's got a lot of gear. He's got... Take off.
Oh, sorry.
All right, here we go. Let me see what kind of undies
this
Clive
line
is
right there.
wearing.
All right, what kind of undies?
The
There's
good
probably
kind?
a belt buckle on his undies.
They're Halloween underwear.
Oh, happy Halloween.
Halloween underwear,
yeah.
yes.
Oh, those are great.
All right.
They got skeletons on them.
Okay, bend down there, Scott. Level out. Okay, here we go. Count it down. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that hurt.
He's
That
laughing.
hurts.
What happened? You hit him in the middle?
No, yeah.
That hurts, man.
It hurts worse than you thought, right?
Yeah, boy, it does. It doesn't sound like it's going to hurt, and then it feels like somebody stung me or pinched me or something.
It gets much worse for 3 or 4.
Not only that, it doesn't hurt at first, but then it gets...
One day it's cold. With the weather change in March is a critical time to check your home's windows. Maybe they're cracked. Maybe they're leaking. What if they don't stay open, or they stay open all the time and won't close? It's time to call the pros at Window Nation. WindowNation.com. Right now, for every 2 windows you buy, you get 2 windows free. And there's no limit to how much you can save. Plus, you can save even more with 0 down, 0 interest, and no payments for 24 months. No payments for 24 months. Window Nation's windows come with a lifetime warranty, by the way, and they can be installed in 1 day or less. We're talking proven quality and service. Thousands and thousands of homeowners have trusted Window Nation with their homes, including my in-laws. And you can too. If you have old, finicky windows and high energy costs, and the winter has cut deep into your finances, do not miss out. Unlimited, buy 2, get 2 free, plus 0 down, 0 interest with no payments for 24 months. You cannot afford to wait. Plus, get a house of windows and get a free pair of cards tickets. It's easy. Tell them Moon sent you at 866-90Nation, or visit the website to schedule your free in-home estimate at windownation.com.
All right, backstage at Point Fest, and for the first time playing our fantastic festival, a rock and roll band that we have come to like quite a bit in the last 6 to 9 months. Gentlemen, it's great to see you from Bad Flower. Welcome to St. Louis and welcome to Point Fest. It's great to have you.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
So I want
Talking into the fart mics.
talking into the fart mics, absolutely. The first thing that I just want to like kind of cut straight to it. The song Promise Me we're playing right now, and I love it.
Thank you.
Like, I absolutely love it. When we play it, I honestly feel like it jumps out of the speakers and just, I don't know, man, I think it just sounds great, but it definitely sounds different than the first 2 singles before it. I'm assuming that was a purposeful move on you guys' part.
I think if it was up to me, Promise Me would have been the first single. But there were tactics involved and as to why we went and did it in the order that we did. And I'm glad that we did it in the order that we did because Ghost was such a huge success. And then Heroin, we didn't expect to also be such a huge success. So it was cool to sort of like seal that and now come out with our song that is way less on the rock side that everybody knows us to be. Mm-hmm. And it shows more of who we really are, which is a more diverse group.
Right. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Promise Me went #1 at Active Rock over the week.
Heroin
went number 1.
I was like, it did? No.
There we go. Hey, already screwed up this interview.
Yeah, no, Heroin is currently number 1.
Just went there. The reason that I say that is because on the alternative side of things, Promise Me is the one that we are playing right now.
Totally.
But you know, when you see those kinds of things happen, when you see, you know, the song move up the charts and see people start to play it and really react to it, as a young band, I just cannot imagine that sort of feeling. It has to be just a really rewarding thing because I'm sure it's something they've been working on for quite some time. Obviously have a lot invested in it. When you start seeing the comeback, more people at the gigs, how does that trigger in your mind?
It is rewarding, but it also like it becomes normalized really fast. And that's the thing that we didn't expect to happen, that a lot of people don't realize happens, is we never really have that moment where we're like, oh my goodness, we've made it. Look at all these things that we have. It's just sort of like you keep hitting these small tiers and small tiers and small tiers, and eventually you reach a certain point. And if you do
know that everybody's looking for ways to save more money these days, that's why they're having another special big 3-day sale with red hot deals. It's the Schnucks Deals and Steals 3-day sale this coming weekend. When you go into Schnucks this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, you will see big time money off. Deals you won't believe and steals that'll make you think you're doing something wrong. Now, which means these are not sales that you see every week. These are special sales with major money off the items you love. So like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, seedless grapes, $1.99 a pound. Pork loin baby back ribs, $1.99 a pound. Smokehouse Daddy chicken wings, $1.49 a pound. There are so many ways to save money at Schnucks. You could earn 2% back with the Schnucks Rewards. You can find hundreds of exclusive digital coupons in the app, and now you could turbocharge your savings with the Schnucks Deals and Steals 3-day sale at Schnucks this coming weekend. So make sure you take advantage of this week's huge savings and keep your eyes and ears open for the next Deals and Steals sale at Schnucks. Schnucks Deals and Steals this coming Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at Schnucks. Yeah, I gotta say once again, thanks to Herb Equipment for bringing some toys up here to Rizz Farm. And you know, we gotta do some mulching. So Mike and Chad here brought a tractor with them. And check this out. Spring break this week. And my wife's putting the screws to me, like, we gotta do something. Like, so we're taking Thursday and Friday off this week. And she's like, you're not gonna just sit around the house. We gotta do something as a family together.
Nice.
She's like, we should do something outdoors. And I'm like, okay, what?
What do you not want to do?
I don't know. Give me like a day. Like, all right, give me like Thursday to hang out of the house. Maybe Friday we'll do something. But she's like, what's that place Moon always talks about going?
Oh, so many. I'm assuming you're talking about Elephant Rocks?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe Johnson Shut-ins?
Nice
How far
drive.
away is that?
It's like an hour.
Or Shawnee National Forest?
No, I think she was talking about
Elephant Rocks? That's 2 hours.
Can I bring the dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can at Elephant Rocks. I do not think you can at Johnson Shut-ins. They stopped that.
You want to go to the shut-ins right now. It's cold.
There's another cool place called Garden of the Gods in Harrisburg, Illinois. It's probably the same distance.
Yes.
It's awesome, man.
Garden of the Gods.
That's where
It's
we
all
got,
part of the same.
that's where I got
awesome.
married. That's Shawnee National Forest.
It's very cool.
And I can bring the dogs too?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Take
yeah.
the
That's all
dogs there.
hiking.
Sounds like you're only concerned about your dogs.
On the
No, I
on the
figure
way
if we're going to do something outside, I don't want to leave them home.
on the way
I'm
to
all
that
for it.
is a hike. It's called Little Grand Canyon. It's on the other side of the forest,
Which is awesome.
closer side.
Like
That's
I feel
also
if we're
great.
going to go to an outdoorsy type of place and hike.
You really want to go to a super badass place. We're talking like no cell service or any of that kind of stuff. It's called Panther's Den. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Nobody heard that. You did not hear this.
Panther's Den?
You did not
What
hear
is
this.
that? Seriously.
It's a badass hike that's pretty deep in the woods in Shawnee National Forest. My buddy Dan put us onto it, and it is just a cool freaking spot. Really unique rock formations. You feel like you're kind of on a different planet. It's really neat.
Normally I spend spring break roasting on a beach, but not this year. Now we're going to hike.
Go to Tomsock Mountain, man.
Yes, I mean, outside. I'm outside by the beach.
So many great paths. But if you're taking the kids and you want,
Yeah.
if they're pretty good climbers, take them to Elephant Rocks, man. They got the maze in there. You can do capture the flag games. Yeah,
Yeah, it's fun.
that's my spot.
Are you
Although
gonna-
it's
are you
very
planning on
popular
staying?
now.
Overnight?
No.
I was to say because you could,
Day trip.
because Shawnee's pretty cool. You could do the Airbnb and hit a lot of parks.
I don't want to stay overnight anywhere.
Millstream,
It's a day trip.
Silver Mines.
You just got to get up.
Get up early.
Get up early, drive down, get there around 8, 9. Spend about 6 hours there and drive home. It'd be fun.
Perfect.
This is an opportunity to make some sandwiches. Pack a cooler.
Oh, yeah.
What a cool opportunity.
Now we're talking.
Pack a cooler.
Well, whatever gets you excited, you got.
I hope it's
Whatever gets you
Take your power washer down to Garden of the Gods and be like, you guys need these rocks?
There's a lot of moss out here.
Got a couple days off. You guys need these rocks cleaned off. Like,
No, and opportunity to get outside and walk around, great. Yesterday was a great day, right? Mm-hmm. A little cool. Had a sweatshirt on. Decided to take new dog for a walk up the street.
Nice.
And there's a spot around my subdivision where there's no sidewalk. And I had a man yell at me.
What?
I had a man stop his car and yell at me yesterday.
For what?
This is awesome.
He says I was walking on the wrong side of the road.
Were you?
No. Not that I know of.
Were you facing traffic?
Yeah.
I was walking towards traffic.
That's the right way.
I know.
You're supposed to ride with, walk against. Does this fool not know?
Was he
I was
messing with
walking
you?
toward. No, so this guy was driving towards me, stopped next to me, rolled his window down, pointed to the other side of the road, then drove off before I could even react.
How old was he?
Wow.
Way older.
So a hall monitor, another road hall monitor.
That's good.
There was no sidewalk.
What a
Did you learn your
turd!
lesson?
Is that where you were?
Yeah, that's where we were married. That's Garden of the Gods.
Garden of the Gods. That's nice.
Yeah, if you want to feel like you're in the Wild West, you go out to
Garden of the Gods.
Shawnee.
So I was right though, and it made me question.
Yeah.
It made me question. Am I wrong? You're supposed to walk towards traffic.
See, they're in front of you. They're coming towards you.
They're coming towards you. They could see you, right?
Yeah, and you can
I
see
know
them.
This a-hole. I've never seen this guy before.
How bad did he yell at you? What did you do?
Before I could react. It was a spot on the road where there was no sidewalk. Mm-hmm. So I had new dog to my left on the leash, and I was on the road, but I wasn't way in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the
side.
right, man.
Right?
This guy's
Okay.
a turd. What a turd.
Made me think. Made me question myself, and I hate that.
It's bad to question.
Nothing you hate worse than looking inward.
It's terrible.
No, it's nothing worse than me questioning myself, knowing I'm right, and then doubt.
The audacity of this man. I mean, nobody was around.
Nobody.
You just took it.
It was like 10 o'clock Sunday morning.
Stop to yell at a full-grown man about walking over.
Did you feel like a small little child in that
I
moment?
had my earbuds in, and I took one earbud out.
You go, what?
You know, what?
What a colossal turd, man. Can you imagine? I mean, I feel bad for the guy. Whatever's going on in his head, that's got to be.
10 in the
he's
morning.
having a rough
10 in the
day.
morning.
Something. He's taking something out on somebody else on you.
I'm surprised about
Yeah.
that. I'm surprised in you too that you didn't say anything back.
It
probably
it
just
happened so
stunned.
quick. I had no time to
I
react.
think I was 3 miles away.
Was
and
he
Rizz went,
rolling while he
What?
was yelling? You didn't
Well,
stop?
I saw him slow down, and I thought it was somebody I knew. Somebody maybe wanted an autograph. I don't know.
Hey, you never know. It's Sunday morning.
I don't know. Sunday morning.
I'm out in the woods.
I'm on the street.
Well,
That is
I'm sorry
great.
about that. That sucks.
Supposed to be walking facing traffic. So when you're biking, you bike with traffic. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You bike with traffic, you walk against traffic. This guy.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
guy.
it's
Now-
so you
Sidewalk.
can see idiots like
Now
that
this
coming
guy-
towards you.
What a terrible Saturday or Sunday morning.
This guy.
I mean, it's one thing to not know the rules. It's another to comment as if you know the rules and be
Miss
wrong.
the mark.
I can't even
Maybe it's not
remember
for
the last
mistakes.
time I yelled at somebody out the window. I mean, I've done it, but
Oh yeah, give us an example if you could.
well, I was rolling by a couple of protesters one time, and I had different thoughts than they did, and I rolled down my window
Why do you
and
gotta
made
get
my
involved?
voice
And you
heard
protested?
as well. Yeah.
Counter-protesting?
I'm having a stoplight counter protest right now.
Were there
Honk my
any?
horn.
Were there any curses, profanities?
Nah,
involved?
I kept it classy.
Oh, okay.
That's-
I'm like, you're wrong. I think is what I said to him.
And they went, no.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
And then
That's it.
the
That's
light
it.
turned green, and I just went about my way.
Well,
We're on
look
the
at my
right
sign.
side.
Here's what I thought. This is what I get for trying to be active.
See?
Yeah, see,
No,
don't
let
do it
this
again.
guy.
No, don't let these other people get in the way.
This is what I get for trying to like walk.
You're doing great. You're on your active.
Be active.
You had leg day.
Leg
the whole
day.
family went to the gym the other day. You had a good.
We're all going to the gym again today.
Look at you guys, fit family.
Incredible.
Dude, I still have.
Fitzudos.
I probably have the same feeling. I remember the feeling that you had. I was probably 8 years old, and I grew up right next to this big creek, and I grew up on a 4-lane street, big creek, and on the sides of the creek, you know, where the street is, are those like guardrails, like a highway guardrail, these steel guardrails. Well, I'm walking to school or whatever I'm doing, and you go up and you balance on the thing. You know, I'm trying to entertain myself. I'm bored, and I'm walking on this thing, and I remember somebody flew by 40 miles an hour, probably going faster than that, and had the window down, and they screamed, "Get down!" And the jolt that it gave me, first of all, could have thrown me off the bridge into the creek, and secondly, I just remember feeling so scared and yelled at, and I was like, "Should I not be up here?" You know, the whole feeling. You start questioning
Doubt.
yourself, and you're just like, "What a jerk!"
Yeah.
Like, mind your own business.
I got to yell at a cop yesterday.
You did?
Nice.
Yeah, we were walking and we heard all these sirens around and came around a corner and there was this really nice SUV missing its front right wheel. And I yelled over to the officer. I'm like, "It looks like it needs a little air." And he just kind of laughed it off. But that was
Yelled
about
at a
it.
cop.
Wow.
Wow, you yelled at a
Yeah.
cop.
What a crazy story.
Wow, dude.
No, you ready for this?
What?
Wow.
I'm ready.
Hit a car down the street and drove more and it tore up yards.
Wow.
And I'll tell you what.
And I saw a dog too on the walk.
I wasn't ready for that.
Hold on.
Yeah, prepare us next
Oh,
time
my
for all those kind of stories.
Someone
Jesus.
get on the AP wire. Reuters actually just covered that. It's crazy.
Whoa.
Made it again.
I know. Kelly Chase and Barrett Jackman are coming in to talk about their cancer charity thing. Make sure you tell them that story.
Oh, I definitely will.
No, you ready for this?
Said it. Got something
Are you
wild
ready
here.
for this?
6-Time Fun Facts, sponsored by
Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet.
adult content lovers are scrambling in Texas because Pornhub and its affiliated websites have blocked access in Texas because of their ongoing fight with the state's attorney general over age verification laws. So if you're in Texas and you're trying to log on to Pornhub, you get the message, as you may know, your elected officials in Texas are requiring us to verify your age before allowing you access to our website. Not only does this impinge on the rights of adults to access protected speech, it fails strict scrutiny by employing the least effective and yet also most restrictive means of accomplishing Texas's stated purpose of allegedly protecting minors. The message added, while safety and compliance are at the forefront of our mission, providing identification every time you want to visit an adult platform is not an effective solution for protecting users online, and in fact, will put minors and your privacy at risk. I get both sides of it. I don't know what the solution is.
Go back in time and stop the internet from being invented?
I guess so.
Yeah, I
Can we
mean,
do that?
but the need to find a solution is not reason enough to chase the wrong solution. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Plus, I haven't seen a porn site that's really locking it down. It's usually just like, are you 18? Cool.
Good enough.
Yeah, I understand.
Click here. Good enough.
It's a one click. It's a one. You're one button away, and it doesn't ask. It's just like, yes, I am, or no, I'm not.
Yeah, I understand what they're trying to do, but at the same time, like, is this a good thing to chase?
I understand the protecting kids part of it.
Yeah, the principle of it's great. Let's figure this out. But this is a fruitless effort, is it not?
And
I think so.
And also with Pornhub pulling out of Texas, do they pay taxes or anything in each state, or does it even matter? Is Texas like, I don't care, leave?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Like, since they're not allowing users to access their site from Texas, does the state of Texas even care about that website?
Oh, right. You mean, is there any advantage to having them in Texas?
Yeah. Is there an advantage?
To Texas.
Yeah. Because if not, it's like, all right, cool, leave.
Well, I mean, I assume that they assume that anybody that's objecting won't be a very loud objector.
They're launching their own platform called Texas.
You know what I'm saying? Like
3 X's.
Is Trent down the road gonna go on the news and be like, I can't believe that they blocked my Pornhub?
Dude.
Right?
Yeah.
I just think it's weird because you always hear about other countries like China, for instance, where their citizens can't have access to certain websites. And I always think, oh my God, well, here in America, like, we don't have that going on. And clearly we do. So I always think we're going down a path now where what else is going to get blocked as time goes on?
Yeah, but you understand this is like they're trying to block it for kids.
I understand
that. And then Pornhub's like, well, you know what? We're out.
I don't have
We
the
don't like the
answer.
way you're doing this. We're out.
It's how much do you want the government in your home?
You can access it as long as you're 18. I mean, you've got to be 21
You have to
to
scan
buy
your ID,
booze.
right? Wasn't that the thing?
Yeah.
Don't
they scan your ID when you buy booze?
Dude.
Yeah.
Don't they scan your ID when you buy cigarettes or
You don't buy it
gamble?
not on the internet, though, right?
And if you go to a liquor store that's not scanning IDs, you can get your liquor just fine.
If you go to a casino, they're scanning your ID.
Yeah,
when
scans a
you
scam
walk
these
in.
days. You can assume it's in some sort of
Database somewhere.
Something about
large network.
Yeah. I don't know. There's just something about putting your driver's license number and all that stuff, like
Into
giving
a
it
porn
to
website.
a porn website that just feels a little less secure to me. I'm
Right.
sorry.
And
maybe it isn't.
And it may be the most secure. I
It
don't know.
may be, but it feels weird to me. And I see why they're like, people are not going to do this. I think it seems like the parental control needs to be on the other side to me. Like, you got to have the devices need to be able to block those sites for your kids on the devices they use versus trying to make. Because I'm like, no kid, I guarantee 13-year-old me's going to be like, well, I couldn't get into Pornhub, guess I'll give up.
They'll
There's
find another way.
8,000 other porn sites that are probably going to put malware on your computer.
They'll find another way, and they'll
find
figure
another way.
They'll figure out how to get around your block.
But that's why the state is arguing something with the site. If it's not at the site, then yes, the kid will find it. I mean, if I have these blockers on my home computers,
Yeah.
but my kid can get on the site at any other computer, school, library, this place, that place, friend's house, blah 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 blah.
Sure.
I understand that the state is trying to say, like, hey, we have to do this from here. Let's have some sort of policy.
I
think
also
they're
wasn't supposed to
chasing
drink under 21, and yet we did.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
chasing a rabbit that they can't catch. But
Yeah.
but I understand. I understand the need
listen.
for a chase, I guess.
I don't have the solution, and now the great people of Texas are suffering now.
They are.
'Cause they
Nothing's
can't get
big in
Pornhub.
Texas right now. Yeah, it's terrible.
All right, let's be honest. Nothing screams romance more than a build-your-own Grand Slam breakfast. Am I right? Which is why it's awesome that you could get married at a Denny's if you want. All you have to do is fly to Vegas and pay $199. You can get married at Denny's.
Comes with food?
That fee covers the chapel, a champagne toast, a wedding cake, and the most special gift of all,
A Superbird.
a voucher for 2 original Grand Slams.
God bless.
Considering, the average cost of a wedding in 2023 was 35 grand, I'd say $199 and some pancakes is an absolute steal. But, there are some other romantic fast food joints you get married at. Like, you get married at Wendy's if you want.
Yeah.
The 3 most important things at a wedding are the bride, the groom, and the Baconator. Am I right?
Yeah.
So I consider Jessica and Abraham Thompson of St. George, Utah, lucky because they got married at their local Wendy's in 2018. A USA Today article called it frying the knot. Taco Bell. You get married at Taco Bell. Sure, champagne toasts are nice, but how about saying I do and then chugging a cool Baja Blast? Right?
Don't look at that man.
For $777 at the Las Vegas Cantina location, you could celebrate with up to 25 guests, and this package comes with 12 tacos.
Wow.
And then White Castle. Last year, a couple had an awesome wedding at White Castle in Scottsdale, Arizona. The groom's 2 nieces were the flower girls, and they threw dehydrated onion chips in lieu of flowers. They said technically an onion is a flower, and it's the White Castle main ingredient for sliders.
It's White Castle flour.
Technically, an onion is a root.
But doesn't it? Doesn't it flower?
Sure. Bloomin' onion.
Doesn't it flower?
I don't know.
If you're watching the cameras, that's the
spring when the onions bloom.
Does an onion flower? When I put dozen onion flour, it says do flour.
do flower, man.
It do flour.
Do flower.
You do flour.
Kind of pretty too.
There are people who can sleep on their own terms, no matter what else is happening around them. Are we those people?
No, I have to.
I'm a very light sleeper.
To knock
What
myself
happened?
out.
Are you a deep sleeper? Like if something happens around you, are you able to stay asleep?
Not as much anymore. I used to be, man. I was the best sleeper that I knew. I could fall asleep anytime I decided to. I mean, I had to when I was on tour. You're on a bus. First of all, best.
And
case
there's a lot of
scenario.
activity going on.
Yeah, you're in vans, you're in planes, you're in airports. Like you got to sleep when you can catch it. And I was really good. Nowadays, not as much. And you know what I found that never bothered me before, that is like the key component, temperature. I am a temperature-sensitive sleeper.
Yeah, me too.
If it's 2 degrees hotter than I like, I can't sleep. Now I get it why my parents kept it in an icebox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to be like Predator 2 in that meat locker where he's storing all the body. That's where I want to sleep.
It suddenly.
It has to be quiet.
Yeah.
It suddenly happened to me.
No
were
light.
you like that all your life?
No.
I've always been a light sleeper. Always, my whole life.
Yeah,
Oh, man,
I'm
that's a
not
bummer.
good. I have all the bad sleep stuff.
Do
I
your
need to roofie myself.
do your partners keep you up? Does Tina keep you up?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, she's a noisy Parker. It's not her fault. We have a small place, and it's
Oh.
I saw like a TikTok about it when it's like when my wife is sleeping and the guy's like closing.
Oh, we have some
the
very
door.
special guests coming in.
Come in.
Oh, the guests have
Oh, the
arrived.
guests have arrived.
What up, dudes?
Ladies and gentlemen, Kelly Chase and Barrett Jackman have joined us in studio.
Wow.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good to be here.
Nice to see you guys. How are you?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Just finishing up the conversation. Do your spouses, your significant others, are you guys light sleepers or can you sleep through anything?
I don't know. I wake up in my own bed all the time. I don't remember if I am or not. She's not there when I wake up. Does that mean anything?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean anything. Now, how are you guys?
Great.
You guys are here to promote a very special event called Puck Cancer. It's a charity game, April 5th, over at Centene. I know Kelly, everybody's been following along with your journey through cancer treatments, and you're in remission.
I'm in remission. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
So I've kind of been the Make-A-Wish kid for this.
For this event.
Yeah. There's about 5 guys actually. We have another blues player, Darren Kimball, who recently just came out, and he's been suffering for since just prior to our parade in 19 with leukemia. Tony Granato, who former Olympian, World Cup guy, and sister's was the captain of the U.S. Olympic hockey team, and then of course Brian Boyle, who works for NHL Network, is having it, and then Troy Murray. Troy Murray's got cancer.
Brian Boyle had it and actually came back, right? And actually.
That's right.
And actually played.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So he's
former Ranger and Bruin.
Former Ranger, Devil, Tampa. Yeah. Where do you won a cup in Tampa? I think, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So when did you find out you had it?
Mid-November. You know, I had an infection in my tooth and in my knee and foot, and they kept telling me I had gout. And I'm like, Mom, this gout thing's really serious. It doesn't.
You eat a lot of red meat?
Doesn't go away even when they tell you what to eat and tell you what to take for medication, and it doesn't go away. So I went to a real smart doctor named Trish Herford, and she did blood work on me and said, I don't like the way this looks, and went away on a trip. That was on a Friday, and on Monday I was getting this surgery in my mouth to remove an implant that was infected, and she didn't want me to get in the chair and do it, and she was on a plane, so I couldn't talk to her. So, of course, I did it anyway, and turned out the doctor was great. Dr. Pence did an unbelievable job, and I didn't bleed too much, so they sent me to the next stop was that when she got off the plane after she was done telling me a few things about what she thought about me. She sent me to the to Siteman, and I was trying to figure out while I was on my way there why I was going to Cancer Institute. And an hour and a half later, they told me I had leukemia.
Wow. Oh, man. Back to the teeth thing real quick. I just on my mind here. How many of your teeth are your own? Both of yous. Barrett, do you have all your teeth?
I have every one of them.
Wow.
They're yours?
Yes.
You got no teeth knocked out?
I must have the strongest teeth ever because I caught a puck in my teeth once and there was residue of the puck stuck between my teeth, but I've never lost
Holy
one.
cow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's amazing.
And Brad May broke his hand on my lips once too, and never lost a tooth. So I don't know how.
Never lost a tooth.
Yeah, I don't know how.
What about you, Kelly?
Right.
Lips of steel, dude.
Well,
Nice.
you asked how many are mine?
Yeah.
They're all mine. I've paid for them.
There you go.
But I lost 5 of my front teeth, and I never lost a tooth in hockey.
What? So
What?
you lost 5 of your teeth, but not hockey, a
Might have
non-hockey
been
related
a fight.
Not a great biker?
Not a hockey fight.
There's a great story that you're all too young for, so you can look it up. But yeah, we had a little incident down at Maggie O'Brien's one night, and Shanahan and I were in the midst of it, and I lost 5 teeth.
Was it because of a fist or another object?
It was a fist. Guy punched me getting out of a car. I didn't even know he was coming. I was getting out of the car, and he was having some trouble with some substance he was taking, and flipped out and hit the valet guy. And then I was standing by the valet guy. When I got out, I just was helping somebody out of the back of the car, and hit me and knocked out 5 of my teeth.
Well, I mean, listen, you hear all these legendary stories, you guys, getting after it, after hockey games. And even with you, Barrett, if you guys are out, you guys are all tough guys. Some guy comes into a bar and thinks he's tougher. Do they try to step up? Is this a regular occurrence?
We just kind of chuckle about it because, like, 99.9% of the time, nothing's going to happen because it's just, a guy puffing his chest out. And there's always somebody that thinks they're. Listen, I say this all the time. 100 out of 100 times, football players, baseball players. I don't care if they're, the guys you got to watch are wrestlers. But the rest of if the guys got all messed up ears, just stay away.
Yeah, you got the cauliflower ear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of the guys, they're just full of shit. You just laugh about it and you don't ever have a problem. But sometimes in the older days, like when I was younger, I watched it happen with Twist mostly. Because Twister was such a big, imposing guy. Guys would go, I think I can handle him. And you'd be standing back. You could be buying a beer at the bar and 2 guys talking and they not recognize you and say, he doesn't look that big.
Right, and that's what I said. So is it true or not? Because remember we used to have Twisters, down there, and guys would come there
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if this is stuff of legend.
No, it's true.
But people would come to the bar just to fight him.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, okay, let's go out to the parking lot.
Yes, I don't know if he went out as much as people said he
Fine
did.
again.
But he's nobody to mess with, man. I say this all the time about him. He's a 3 a.m. guy. And not many people know 3 a.m. people. Like, you guys probably have said, that's the guy I call. And then you call him at, hey, I need you to help me move some furniture. And the guy comes. And then at 7 o'clock at night, you're in a little bit of trouble. And then your wife goes, hey, the police are there already. And you're like, oh, okay, I can go. But you think he's a 3 a.m. guy. And then there's somebody you call at 3 a.m. that answers the phone and shows up. And that's Twist. So, like, if you to this day think you're some badass, he's tougher.
He's an even bigger badass.
He's a bigger badass. He is just, and the thing with Twister is like he's extremely intelligent. He's a bright guy. He owns his own businesses. He started his own businesses. He was Scholastic Player of the Year in hockey 2 years in a row, out of the league. So like he is a bright guy, and unfortunately for some people, they think he's just some dummy that doesn't really articulate real well, and he will beat your ass.
Well,
and then run your bank.
Right.
Okay. So.
Well, last time I shook his hand, he's got a big, solid hand.
Massive.
Actually, the hand I shook that I was so impressed was Tito Ortiz was in here.
Oh yeah.
And I shook that dude's hand. It was like shaking a cinder block.
Mm-hmm.
Like
McGuire, Johnny Wensick.
John Wensick, he was our alumni. Like if you look up John Wensick fights, and this guy shakes your hand and it's like bam bam. You're just kind of going up and down.
He shakes your whole body.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not.
It bounces you a time or two.
It might be when I lose a tooth is when you shake his hand.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, there's he's got some video up there.
Johnny Wensick? Oh yeah. He's just pulling the guy's hair.
Pulling hair.
This guy's hugging.
If you pull up the fight with John Wensick and Minnesota, he challenges their whole entire bench. He challenges their entire bench, and he's known for it. They did a 30 for 30 on it. John Wensick, he kind of like T-stops in front of their bench, and he calls the entire bench out on the ice, and none of them come, and he's disgusted, and he goes, oh, I can't, he can't believe none of you guys have come out here. All of you. And they're all down looking for quarters, trying to tie this game. So.
Well, listen, I encouraged everybody earlier to watch your Ice Guardians documentary, which is,
it's
terrific.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Jason
That
did
was
a great job.
That was a lot of work, but it was fun, and except for the crybaby at the end, it was pretty good.
Do you think hockey's missing that nowadays?
It's getting it back. The pendulum's swinging back. I mean,
that young kid for the Rangers.
Yeah, exactly. See, I got hockey fan. It's funny. It's not just that. There's a commodity for being tough now. Like if you look at you want to decide who's going to win in the playoffs. The team that's the toughest team. We bullied everyone out of the playoffs in 19. We won. We bullied everybody out of the playoffs. Our defense, our smallest defense was Petro and most mobile. And then after that, we just got bigger and bigger and meaner and tougher. And we just played like that. And we played, and we were strong in numbers. And we bullied everyone out of the playoffs. And that's who's going to win this year.
Yeah, and after the playoffs, after the run, it's, the Blues are so dirty. When you start hearing that, you go, I guess we did our job.
Who cares? Oh, yeah. Well, guess what? They gave me a ring. I don't give a shit how dirty they were. I mean, seriously. Who cares? Who says what we won? We waited 52 years to win. I don't care how dirty they were. And we never went in a game one time. Now, I tell people this. I tell my kids this. If you think that I went in one hockey game and ever worried about what the league was going to do if I did something, you're crazy. I could care less what the league thought. Honest to God. I didn't cross-check Steve Yzerman because I was worried about what Gary Bettman was going to fine me. No. I didn't cross-check Steve Yzerman because the penalty was Probert and Kosher.
Yeah.
So I decided before the game, did I want to fight with Probert and Kosher or did I not? I already knew what the fine was. I didn't care what the league said.
Yeah.
Who cares? okay, they're going to get in your pocket, but this now, waiting for George Peros to find you so that you can say and every single kid that gets hit in the chin looks at the referee like he's going to cry. Smarten up, you guys. That's the pride of our game was made on toughness. And it's
and also self-governing. Like, on the ice, it was, you knew the penalty from other players.
I just listened to Sean Thornton on some podcast. He said, when Matt Cook hit, who's the centerman? French guy. Savard. When he hit Savard, he said, so we just went to Pittsburgh because the league told us there can't be a gong show. So he went to Billy Guerin in Pittsburgh, who was a veteran player, and said, Matt Cook's got to fight Sean Thornton tonight. And if he fights Sean Thornton and he gets a beating, it's over. And if he doesn't, he's going to do it again. And then it's over. And then we're not going to have any more problems. And that's what happened in the game. And they just sorted it out.
Yeah, that's what it is. Sorted it out.
Call and go. Oh, boys, if you start playing hard,
we don't need to get mommy and daddy involved.
Mom and dad.
The boys will take care of it.
Go to the playground and figure it out.
Right, we'll figure it out ourselves.
And they told Billy Guerin if he doesn't do it, then we're going after Crosby and Malkin.
If he doesn't fight Thornton, we're going after Crosby and Malkin.
Holy cow!
Man,
and then got their attention
right now, dude. Who's this guy? Is he here to fight? He's got to fight.
He's our bodyguard.
Like a ninja standing in the corner.
Yeah. Let me look at his ears.
No cauliflower ears.
He's cauliflower, man.
You can take him, right? You can take him.
They're getting me hyped.
We've had that in our game. Like, we've had that lot. That's happened lots with the Blues. Like, when I was playing, like, where we would just say to guys, like, he's going or else this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then when the guy wouldn't fight and we grabbed a hold of one of their finesse players and beat the hell out of him, there's a big to-do from the other team, and their reporters would run down. It would always be the reporter that followed the team, that was passionate about the team. Mm-hmm. And then he started asking you a bunch of stupid questions until you finally turned to him and said, okay, I'm going to tell you why that happened. And I just turned to him and go, Darian Hatcher's cross-checked Brett Hall 55 times. I'm sick of it. So next game, I'm going to beat the shit out of Madonna. Oh, sorry about that.
That's okay.
I'm going to beat the heck out of Madonna. And that's what's going to happen. And then Madonna would be like, don't touch me. Please, Chaser, leave me alone. Because he knew.
That when you said it, it was going to happen.
Yeah, so it was him and Benoit Hogan. Benoit Hogan ended up in the fight and broken jaw and yada, yada, yada. And then when Dallas was upset, you were like, what didn't you understand? Hatcher stops abusing Hall, or it's going to continue to happen. Mm. And so that it stops.
And that's the. Have you seen Ice Guardians?
I saw a couple pieces of it.
It just the fact that they had the star players had their protectors.
Yeah.
Just a fascinating part of the way hockey was.
Well, the funny thing is they never ever told us. It was just like,
not until after the fact.
Yeah. Well, but they never told you, say, hey, go. Hully one time got cross-checked in the face, and I felt horrible, but he had black mark from, you put the stick rub on your stick to keep it for the grip, and it went from it went from his ear to his mouth, and it was actually Gordie Howe taping his teeth. And he came to the bench and he was complaining, and he's like, can somebody please at least do something? We're on the bench going, uh-oh.
And listen, I don't know if you guys heard why you guys are in here. I don't know if you guys heard that we put Brett Hull singing Gloria to actual music.
Oh, you did?
Have you heard this before?
No. I think I got your number, Gloria.
Yeah.
It's our go-to.
Yeah, that's our go-to.
It's our pick-me-up.
Climbing the church as we speak.
Army tried to get me on stage, to get him off stage. Doug Armstrong, he's like, get up there, look at, and he was so disappointed. I said, Army, what do you think is going to look stupider on national TV? Him up singing or me up there wrestling with him because he isn't coming off the stage?
Yeah, that's the story behind that. Is he was not supposed to? I guess it was still on for time.
No, he wasn't supposed to go up. So I just gone up, and they go. I was standing right there. Army's like, do not let him up there. Says to the cops. Now these cops who've been at the old arena since God was a cowboy, they're down at the bottom of the steps as if they're, and Hully goes, hey guys. Just right by them. They don't say one word. They don't say, hey, Brett, you're not supposed to go up. They don't say anything. They just let them go. And
Who's going to stop Brett Hall from getting on stage on that day?
Kidding me?
Yeah, Holly was standing beside me. You know, I think he had 2 drinks in his hand. And he said, "Hey, hold this one. I'm going up there." I'm like, "All right, have fun."
It was the last of the. It was the last of the second bottle of Código tequila.
It was great for advertising. You had the Código on the hat, so it was free advertising.
Yeah, but the story was he wasn't supposed to be up there. He just went up there and started singing. It's become a legendary moment.
I had that song in my head yesterday. I'm not even kidding. I was doing dishes, and I started hearing Brett Hull singing it with that music.
Yeah, because it makes you happy.
It does make me happy.
That's a man that makes you happy.
Yeah.
And you know what the best part about him is? There's at the filter at times you wish, I wish you would have one. And then there's times where you like, that's everything I want to say. You're just going,
yeah.
That's what I want to say.
Yeah.
But when a player like Brett Hull gets cross-checked in the face, do you guys even have to say anything on the bench to each other?
No. Like I can remember being just leaning, like just looking to my left because I knew where Twist was. I look into my left, and he would just say something like, like, you're starting it. So I would go in the pile and start a bunch of, rubbing
mitts in the faces
and punching guys and stuff. The linesman would come in and grab me, and he'd pull some small guy out of the pile and just rag down and throw him around. And then they'd be like, what's he doing with the, Well, and he would go right to their bench and TV timeout and tell them what was going to happen. This is what's going to happen, boys. This is the deal. Or if you got in the penalty box and there was time, there's probably 100 videos of us in the penalty box together where we're just screaming at the other side. And, and the guy goes back to the bench with the point, like, okay, they're not playing around. This is, Yeah,
I think they're serious guys.
Those 2 that I took in the mouth make me believe that they might be serious.
Yeah.
I can just picture you 2 over in the timeout with a whiteboard and just kind of showing the other
drawing
team.
up the fight.
There you go.
Just drawing a fist. You draw a fist on a whiteboard, just show it to him, be like, here's the plan.
There we go. Quenneville was great, too, because Joel would just say, I don't know how to do the roll you off. And I don't understand it. But I know that it's important.
It's necessary.
And if you think there's a time where I'm not giving you an opportunity and it's the right point of the game, then tell me and I'll let you go. And there's probably only 3 times in 3.5 years, 4 years, where we had to turn around and say, hey, now would be a good time to put us out there. And, our Twister would look, something would happen, and I'd be up yelling at the guy, and I'd turn and I'd look at him, and he goes, I got it. He would just sit there, and I would take care of it. Well, it kind of depends. The size of the guy mattered, too.
Sure. But is there another thing?
And Quenneville would honor that? He would say, okay, do your thing.
One game, the Hatcher thing was a real deal. He was pounding on Holly, and I stood in front of their bench in an entire TV timeout. I don't know how long it is, a minute, maybe 2 minutes. And I was yelling at their bench, and Hitchcock was coaching, and I kept saying, like, I'm going to give it to Modano and Hogue. They were their leading scorers. You wait till, and you're not going to get out there when they're out there. He's barking at me. And Hitch, usually the coaches don't say anything, and their team's, giving it back to me. I said, we'll see. We'll see. And
were you guys at home, or you guys?
We were at home.
So you guys get
we had last change.
Yeah, last change.
And Mike Modano come out on the ice. So Hitch puts him out on the ice after the TV timeout, and we're on the bench. And I turned to Joel and I said, "Now's a good time." And he knew that I was standing there yapping the whole time, so he put us out there. So we had this plan that Twister was just going to, they're always going to stir up trouble. And of course, everyone's afraid of him. So their linesmen would come running in there, and they would skate in and grab Twist all the time.
Time up.
So I was skating beside Mike Modano going to the face-off, and he said, please leave me the hell alone.
No way, right there.
Because he knew, like, I'd played against Mike since he was 16 years old, and I was 17, and he knew I was not playing around.
Yeah.
And so as soon as it all started, Fierzy froze the puck. We lost the draw shot. He froze the puck. Went to the front of the net. Twister came in, was pushing around everybody. The linesmen are trying to grab him. And I get Benoit Hogan, pull him out of the pile, get into a fight with him. He drops his gloves, which was, kudos to him. And he ends up with a broken cheekbone and a broken jaw.
Oh.
So he's going to miss 6 or 7 weeks. And after the game, the reporter was asking me, actually after the game, Joel had this thing where he said, you don't embarrass me, the organization, or your family. That's all I ask. And so after the game, we're going off, and he grabs me by the shoulder. He said, "Hey, watch what you say today." So I did the interview. Everything was fine. And then the one reporter from Dallas wouldn't lay off, And finally I turned to him and I just said, "Hey, if you want to point a finger at anybody, point it at Darian Hatcher. He's been beating Hull up with an aluminum stick for 3 games. I'm sick of it. And next game, Modano's going to get it." And he just looked at me because he's from Dallas.
And then you're going to get it.
He's been following, the Dallas Cowboys, who have no clue how that etiquette works.
Yeah.
He has no clue how that etiquette works. He's going to have to get on the bus and have somebody explain how that etiquette works. And so he was dumbfounded. He just turned around and walked away from me. And then when he got to the bus, I was carrying my son out, who was not even a year old. And I was getting in my car, and my wife was with me, and he jumped off the bus, and he's yelling at me the hitches. And Mike Keene, not Keenan, but Keene, the player, who's a great guy, got on the bus and said, "Hitch, shut your mouth and get on the bus."
Wow.
Because Hitch didn't really realize that either. But at that point, it changed.
He heard it from the reporter.
Yeah, at that point, that and his second leading scorer had a broken face.
Right. They were not thrilled with you.
He realized it changed, and he he got on the bus, and the players didn't like it, but they understood it, and the way we played against Dallas changed. I fought Hatcher 30 seconds into the next game. He fought me finally because he wasn't going to fight with me. He's like, "You're not going to play anyway," but he just kept abusing Hull, and it stopped. And so, whether people that don't like fighting, because it's the whole society now. It's always the 5% of them big mouths that make all the racket that get things changed right now. The pendulum's swinging back in everything in life.
Yeah.
People are tired of their crap. So that day, I think Hitch learned a lesson too.
I think we all learned a lesson that day.
I was a changed man.
All right, so let's talk about, I know you guys got to go. Let's talk about April 5th, Centene. It's Puck Cancer. Blues alumni face off against NHL alumni and celebrity guests. Who's going to be there? Barrett, who's going to be there?
Chaser, I'll let you.
Go ahead. The real cast.
Yeah, just the coaches actually. Joel Quinville is going to come in. Speaking of him earlier, you got Coach Sean Payton. Garth Brooks is going to be coaching.
Heck yeah.
He might take warm up, and then Chaser will bench him and move him on to coaching.
Garth Brooks will be there?
Oh, yeah, Garth's going to be one of the coaches, yeah.
So cool.
Wow.
We got Brett Hall with a bottle of Codago behind the bench.
Shanahan.
It's his assistant coach.
And Brendan Shanahan will be here.
Yeah, I mean, it is a loaded lineup.
Yeah, well, if Dirks Bentley's going to play in the game, he's going to skate, and so is Trevor Rosen from Old Dominion, and those guys will both sing at halftime.
Oh, nice. Even Dave Coulier is going to be there, our buddy.
Oh, really?
Cooler's going to be there.
Dave Coulier, inspiration for Jagged Little Pill.
Yeah.
Dude, I literally, every time he leaves me a voicemail, I swear I erase every voicemail. I have Dave Coulier every voicemail. Because one time he's imitating Brett Hall, the next time he's imitating a guy from the street downtown.
That's great.
Because I can never understand what the guys downtown are saying. He's like, "Don't you guys find that in St. Louis? It's the only city I can." He's like, I'll go, "Hey man, where's the train station?" "Hey man, you go over there going in a chainsaw." Because I can understand the first 2 words.
Yeah.
And the last word of everything you guys say any of the guys downtown, I can't understand. So he's got this whole skit he does, and it's hilarious. Anyways, he's got it on my phone. He's got the Brett Hall stuff down on my phone. He's got some, I mean, you name it. So every time he leaves me a voicemail, I just save it.
Yeah.
It's
That's
worth it.
great.
He's a good guy. So, it's a huge event. Again, it's April 5th, Centene. It's all to benefit the Jimmy V Foundation for Excitement Cancer Center. There's going to be giveaways and raffles and...
Yeah, we're raffling off a guitar signed by Garth, Trevor, and Dirks. So they're going to sign a guitar, one of their guitars, and that'll be the instead of a 50-50, that's what they're going to auction off. So that'll be, and you get a meet and greet for 4 people with Garth after.
Wow, that's awesome.
So, yeah, I told Garth when he was doing the meet and greet, he was like, he can't sing a song. He's got this thing with Caesars, and he goes, "I'll do anything." He goes, 10 hours of meet and greet. I don't care. You need me 10, I'll be there 10. I said, "I need you to play goal for Team USA." He goes, "Anything but that. I will do anything with that."
So tickets are on sale now. Go through Ticketmaster. Also, blues.givesmart.com if you want to check some of these raffle items.
Yeah, I think it's and the NHL.com is going to run it, and they're going to do live look-ins on NHL Network throughout the game. So we'll have lots of good press with the PR code on the auctions of the jerseys, because they're going to auction off all the jerseys.
This is a big deal.
So it'll be a big deal. And look, we'd like to raise $500,000 for the Cancer Institute for Research, and we're pretty grateful. But the guy that worked on me, I did a trial drug for the first two sessions of chemo, and I think it saved my life. I got it in remission, so we're hoping it stays there. But this guy was unbelievable. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So April 5th, Centene Center. It's Puck Cancer benefit, the Jimmy V Foundation for Excitement Cancer Research. All the details, we'll put them up on our socials. The great Kelly Chase and Barrett Jackman. I know you guys going to go down the hallway. We got to take a break. Stick on. I want to take a picture real quick. It's 8:51. It's Monday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Hey, traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in those NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We have an exit ramp 70 eastbound at Adelaide Avenue that is blocked due to a stalled vehicle. Your point forecast: a morning freeze, and it's breezy today. High of 45. Right now it's 28 at the Point Studio.
Joined in the Point Studio now by the mastermind behind Ghost, Tobias Forge. How are you, man?
I'm good, thank you. How do you do?
I'm doing really well. It's an absolute great pleasure to have you here, and the absolute ferocious fan base of Ghost has me completely petrified that I'm going to screw this interview up, because they
then don't.
Right. Well, that's the idea. But it's one of those really great things in getting to talk about Ghost right now, because you can just feel all the excitement and everything kind of not starting to come together, but just continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger. That has got to be an amazing thing for you to see on your side of things.
Of course it is. I mean, I've done many records in my life that had caused nothing.
Men's health. Fellers, let's talk about what's going on with your body. I'm talking to you, Frank. I know you're out for a delivery right now. You're listening to us on the radio, and you're like, man, I don't feel like myself, but I don't want to talk to my wife about it. Well, you don't have to. Go talk to Victory Men's Health about it, Frank. And they'll find out what's going on with your body, because they'll test your blood down to a micronutrient level. And if you got low T, you can get on TRT treatment. If maybe it's just a vitamin deficiency, they'll hook you up with some vitamins, maybe peptides. Maybe you just need an IV to get supercharged and get your blood back to where you need to be. Whatever it is, Victory Men's Health could take care of you like they take care of me, King Scott, and Lern. And I'm going on a cruise next week, and I might actually take my shirt off on the boat, and that's only because Victory Men's Health has helped me get back down, drop about 25, 30 pounds, started feeling good, was able to have the energy to work out, do all the things I need to eat right, take care of my body, and get my vitamins back where they need to be. Now, it's easy for you to go to any of the locations because there's 4 of them now. There's one in East O'Fallon, Illinois, and Missouri. There's one in Town and Country that we all go to, and a brand spanking new location out in Sunset Hills. So if you're near one of those, schedule an appointment today. Don't wait. Take your health back in 2024 with VictoryMen'sHealth.com. That's VictoryMen'sHealth.com.
So aside from rest, relaxation, and a lot of work, another reason we bought the farm was because my wife owns a company called All Things Elderberry, where she makes elderberry elixir and various other elderberry products. So not only are we building a house on the property, but this is the field over here with over 70 rows of elderberry plants, over 9,000 elderberry plants on this field right now. So let me take you up there. Let me show you what it's all about. So instead of buying elderberries from somebody else, we thought, let's just grow the elderberries ourselves. No big deal. So here we are up here on the big field. It's about 5+ acres of elderberries. As I said, 70 rows, over 9,000 plants. So the rows start over here and go all the way down. So last October, all these plants were put in. Now, right now, they look like little sticks. But come late July, come August, these sticks will be about yay high, full of elderberries. So there are a bunch of different varieties of elderberry in the field here. This is called a Pocahontas.
We're looking for a career and install floor layer with a Carpenters Union is something to look at. I'm telling you, go to the website, apply.ficstl.org. We are talking about real, lucrative, creative, and meaningful work. Real life work that's a career, not a job. There's a massive opportunity waiting for you or anybody you know that's looking for a career with competitive health coverage and pension for you and your family. A place to grow, and once you get started, you start making money right away. It's an as you learn, you earn, as you earn, you learn sort of situation. So it's not one of those things where, maybe you're a couple of years into a career that just isn't right for you anymore, and you're like, well, I don't have time to set aside for education or the money to set aside for an education. This is a situation that is built for you. Once you get started, you start making money right away, and as you learn, you earn. Again, in a field that's going to give you a lucrative career and fantastic opportunities for meaningful work for you and your family and lifelong benefits. Apply.ficstl.org is the website. Again, apply.ficstl.org.
It's Lux, and I'm joined by Josh from Bad Flower. Dude, what's up?
Cheers. How are you?
Cheers. I'm doing so well. I'm so glad we're getting to chat here.
What is that? You got stickers on your cup.
Oh my God, I got so many stickers. My vaccine sticker. I got my Canada sticker. I got all my good stickers.
Nice.
I'll hook you up with some stickers when you come here because we'll be seeing you in less than 2 weeks at Point Fest, which is very exciting. Wow. And then after that, you got a record coming out, so we got a lot to chat about today. I'm excited.
Yes.
So where are you in the world right now? Because I know you guys are currently on tour. Are you in a bunker somewhere?
No, we're not on tour. Right? I mean, we've just been doing weekend festivals.
Well, you start on the 10th or 9th, right? You start this week.
Yeah, something like that. I'm in a barn. This is where I live. This is my home.
Still on the farm. How's farm life?
Farm life is great. I mean, it's been very sparse. We've been doing shows over the weekend for the most part, or just these random things. So it's go do a big drive, come back, spend 2 days at home prepping for the big headline tour, go leave again, try to come back and get more stuff done. And it's chaotic for sure.
Who's keeping track of Maggie? Who's keeping track of the
we have other people here who are watching.
Okay, good.
Thankfully, yeah.
Good.
And the other
were you able to do all of the recording for the new record from the barn?
A lot of it was done here, yeah, in this room.
That's exceptional. I mean, the last time we talked, you had just bought it. You were literally like moving in. 30 had just come out. Your birthday, July 2020 is when it came out. So happy belated 31st. You've now bypassed that. Hey man, I'm still way above you. So like, premiere it, bro, right?
It's all downhill.
But I'm wondering if, the last year on the farm, getting to actually do some of the record there, what that was like as opposed to having to go into studios and whatnot. What was that like?
It's time for spring cleaning. Now, you're not the only one who's tired of winter this year. Your carpets are too. Now, think about the dust, the dander, the bacteria, all that stuff is living and breeding in your carpet. It's in your upholstery. It's in your air ducts. And it's got nowhere to go. Now, there's only one real way to get all the gunk out of the house, and that's by calling our cleaning heroes at Zero Res. Now, with Zero Res's platinum-rating cleaning systems and environmentally friendly ZR water, they get to extract all that nasty out of your home. It's going to look and smell like a home should, fresh and clean. With their no residue difference, it's what separates them from the competition. And with the Zero Res Gotta Love It guarantee, you know they're going to take care of you. Just check out the 5,300 raving customer reviews online with a 4.9 Google rating and see what all the hype's about. So this month, get 3 rooms, Zero Resified from St. Louis's #1 carpet cleaner, starting at $119, and take $50 off your air duct cleaning and 20% off all upholstery. You owe it to yourself and your family. Breathe healthy, happy, and clean. Call Zero Res, 314-474-2020, or book online anytime, ZeroResSTL.com, so you want the Rizz Show special. Spelled backward or forward, it spells the same, Zero Res.
So let's start off with an easy one.
Okay.
You have this incredible career with Everclear.
Right.
Made all of these records. You've had, I would think, multiple opportunities to do like a solo record, but you're going to put out a solo record for seemingly the first time in your career.
For not seemingly the first time.
The first time in your career. Why now?
Well, I mean,
rubbing a beard into a ceiling fan with baby owl feathers. Oh, and happy birthday, Rizz.
We ran a little long with the fellas, Barrett Jackman and Kelly Chase in here. But, dude, I love all that hockey stuff. I love it. See my eyes light up talking about fighting.
Dude, I might swing on a Convy brother today. I don't know.
You just want to fight somebody?
Yes.
I see one in the
Dude,
hallway.
Scott, get in here.
Dude, they're getting checked.
Look at my ears,
I don't know.
man. I wouldn't do it.
You want to fight somebody?
I hope none of the top brass walk past me in the hallway today, dude. They might get body checked.
I'll tell you something.
That guy got me
hyped.
hyped.
We'll get to the sex toy of the week in a second here. Headline: Peevely man charged with throwing puppy from third floor window.
Yep, let me at this guy.
Did you see this story?
No, I did not. Again, I don't see the depressing stuff like this.
If you want to fight a guy, this is a guy to fight.
I'll fight that guy. I'll scrape with that guy.
This from KMOV. A Peevely man is accused of throwing a 3-month-old puppy from a third floor at a hotel in Arnold.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Killing the animal. Jefferson County prosecutors on Friday charged 44-year-old Michael Lance Lott with animal abuse by torture or mutilation while the animal is alive, a Class E felony. Also charged with first-degree harassment and second-degree harassment in the incident, which happened, I guess it happened back in October. This guy, I don't know what to say. Special place in hell for somebody who kills a puppy.
Abuses animals in general, special place.
I guess this guy and the victim got into an argument in a room on the third floor of the Wood Springs Suite in Arnold. Witness in the room told police that he took the sleeping puppy pit bull, whose name was Biddy, from the lap of the victim and threw him out the window. So
you got an argument with a sleeping pit bull?
Yep, another witness was in the parking lot where the animal landed and provided a statement to the police. Surprise, surprise, this guy has been in trouble before with the law. So I'm not sure how much time he's looking at, but man.
Makes me sick.
You want to fight a guy? This is a guy to fight.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Michael Lance Lott.
I like how he's in a fight with the dog's owner. Instead of like doing anything with that guy, he picks up the dog who's just resting peacefully, enjoying his life. And
just being a puppy. Leave the animals alone.
Arrested by the Missouri State Highway Patrol in January in Wayne County for parole violations, a warrant for motor vehicle tampering, and on suspicion of drug possession. Currently in the custody of the Missouri Department of Corrections. In addition to the most recent charges, he's got 2 additional pending cases in Jefferson for stealing as a fourth or more offense in 10 years. They call him a persistent offender. That's
Man.
That's that's on brand for somebody who throws a dog out of a window.
Yeah. Trash people.
Trash people. Fight this guy, Rafe.
I'll fight that guy.
Let's go.
I wish. I had a lot of pent-up aggression I'd like to take out on a dog.
Yeah, after talking to Kelly Chase, too. Ready?
He got me hyped, dude. He got the Southern Illinois in me all riled up.
Yeah.
Like, part of me that I thought I'd put to bed, he started talking about calling out the bench and just letting them know, like, this is happening. And I'm like, oh, man, this guy is from the old days. He's like the olden times.
Well, let's walk up and down the hallway, just threaten other radio shows. Yeah.
I do that every morning.
did.
You guys are usually here.
Who we fighting today?
I just beat on WIL's window and told Casey.
I do that every morning.
Oh, Casey's in there by herself on WIL. We could take
No,
her.
we can't take Casey. The boss has told me I'm not a team player. And
we could take her.
See, everybody thinks you could take Casey.
Which
She'd
is
kill
it?
us all. So
I told her you were going to fight her, so.
me?
Yeah, get ready.
She's my old intern. I'll take her.
Good.
What?
I can see you guys, dipping your hands in glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tacks. Yeah.
I hope someone does beat the hell out of that guy, though. The dog guy.
Yeah. I hope so, too.
Yeah, me too. People suck.
Well, anyway.
I wonder how that. There's certain offenses when you go to jail or prison that if people find out you're in there for that.
Like pedos.
Yeah. I wonder if it's like that if you find out somebody like abused a puppy. I would imagine they're not going to be a popular guy.
Yeah, and especially in the manner that you did it. Like you threw a dog out a window. Like a puppy.
Yeah.
3-month-old puppy threw out of a window. Yeah. All right, Rafe, on a lighter note.
Oh, yeah, what a great pivot into this.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Hey, guys.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, everybody. When you're not busy throwing puppies out the window, I got a great treat for you.
What do you got this week, Rafe?
Well, in the theme, just St. Patty's Day, and I was like, I wonder if they make any St. Patty's Day themed sex toys. Guess what? They do.
Wow.
The Lucky Clover Gem Anal Plug.
All right.
Small, medium, and large. It's a little 4-leaf clover gemmed anal plug, and it's cute as the dickens. Made by Booty Sparks. And I imagine this would cause booty sparks if you rubbed it up against a flint. 3.9 out of 5 stars with 32 ratings. The rainbow ends in your ass.
All right.
It's already out there. Make that booty get lucky with this petite metal anal plug with a clover jewel design at the base. Pop this lucky charm in your pot of gold to appreciate the comfortable weight inside of your body. Thanks to the nickel-free aluminum alloy material.
Whoa,
Great.
Nickel-free aluminum alloy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
some of us are allergic to nickel.
Whoa,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I mean, they spared no expense on this. It's good. Great for temperature play. You can warm it or cool it in water before insertion. The attractive shape of the base will surprise your partner when you bend over. Shake that shamrock. Use with any lubricant of your choosing and clean after use with mild soap or toy cleaner.
I like a top rack dishwasher safe.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Everybody else who lives in your family that doesn't want you using dishwasher for your butt plugs. Yes.
Well,
Anyway.
here we go. Some reviews. 5 out of 5 stars, festive and quality item. This plug was great quality, and the collie and detail were great. I'm assuming that meant color. It's exactly what I'd hoped it would be and looks even better when it's paired up with a cute green skirt like I used for St. Patty's Day. Highly recommend brown eye emoji, winky emoji, Bosch girl. Okay. Well, that was pretty straightforward. Next review, 2 out of 5 stars. Whoa. Just says, cute. Edges are a little sharp and uncomfortable. Looks cute, though.
Okay.
2 out of 5 stars. Very, very to the point. Here's another one. 1 out of 5 stars.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, not good. Painful to use. I have plugs a lot bigger than this, and I wanted to try out a metal one. Unfortunately, once in, the clovers dug into my cheeks, and after a few minutes, it was quite painful. The edges aren't sharp, but being in a regular shape, they do hurt. and any movement made it worse. I've never had a plug cause me pain before, and I've been fooling around back there for over 20 years.
Oh.
That's an expert.
Okay?
Okay.
That was my favorite part of the review. I've been fooling around back there for 20 years. This is a real butt plug Karen here. It looks nice, but I won't use it again. Guillermo, 1 out of 5 stars. Guillermo.
That's Scott's internet name.
Yeah, Guillermo. Didn't like it. One last review. I want to end on a good one. 5 out of 5 stars. Boyfriend loves it. Bought it as a joke, as my boyfriend is Irish. I put it in to make sure it would fit, and I went to work. I actually loved it and couldn't wait for him to see it in me for St. Patty's Day. I came home and I said, honey, I have a big surprise for you. And he said, I know. I already found it. Then he pulled down his pants and spread his cheeks to reveal a Lucky Charm. He's an idiot, but I love him.
Oh, my God. Oh.
I already found it.
Oh.
Perfect size for someone just starting to experiment or an idiot boyfriend. Very comfortable as well as very pretty. 10 out of 10, Amy.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you, Amy.
I already found it.
All right.
Hate to ruin the surprise.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Yeah, happy
Enjoy.
St. Pat's Day, everyone.
All right, after the break, Moon's got sports for us. It's 9:10. It is Monday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in those NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. Right-hand shoulder blocked due to a crash, 270 southbound just before Olive. And further south, we have a right-hand shoulder blocked due to a stall vehicle 55 northbound before Richardson. Your point forecast, a morning freeze, and it's breezy. High of 45 right now. It's 29 at the Point Studio.
So we've had this place for a little over a year now. And every time I come up here, I discover something new. Whether it be a new structure or just something hidden in part of the woods here. So a couple months ago, just spotted something in the woods and what the hell is that? So I went exploring and let me show you what I found. Check this out. That, my friends, is a hidden sawmill. So I drove out here one afternoon and I said, what the hell is this? Well, you get all this cut wood. You got this wooden structure out here. I said, what is that? And then I go in here, it's a big saw. So this is a sawmill that was just hidden in the woods. So I guess what you do is that little pipe at the end there, you'd hook a tractor up to that and turn the PTO on, and that spins the blade. And
Wake up! It's when you gotta go. Mentality Health. 2 locations in our area. Mentalityhealth.com. I am telling you, but you don't have to just listen to me or listen to Mentality. How about some other testimonials and reviews straight from St. Louis? Here's Jason in St. Louis that says that he was going to a competitor for a while and had to switch, made the switch to Mentality because Mentality was the most detailed. Says these guys really know their stuff. They make sure that everything is okay, not just my testosterone levels. They're looking for everything, and my blood work shows it. They're consistent with the blood work, and they make everything so simple with all of their options at home. That was Jason in St. Louis. How about this one? Matt from St. Louis says they're pretty much catered to anything that I need, so if my blood work comes back and I have a few changes, they make sure that my health comes first. The changes prioritize my overall health and ensure my levels stay in at the top end of normal. I wouldn't trust anybody else with this treatment. Mentality Health has helped thousands upon thousands of men in our area make sure that we're looking, we're performing, and we're feeling our very best. They're committed to helping every man on the planet who wants to feel better for yourself, for your families, for your careers. What are you waiting for? If you've decided to stop making excuses and start making changes, you do it with the best. Go to Mentality Health, South County and a West County location. Get all the info online at mentalityhealth.com.
Hey guys, it's Lux and Jacoby from Pop Roach.
What's up?
How are you doing?
Well, I mean, I'd like to say I'm doing good. I'm just much rather be playing a rock show tonight.
I would much rather be watching you play a rock show. This is such a bummer.
I know, very much so. We just got the news like an hour ago, and I was like, I mean, what am I gonna do?
We did all we could.
I'm here to rock. I'm here to do my gig. You know what I'm saying? And it's Mother Nature is just not having it today.
But the good news is, outside of being here for Point Fest, you guys have a lot of stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
Pop Roach is killing it. I was on TikTok today. Huge fan of your TikTok.
What'd you see?
Well, I saw you reaching out to one of my favorite artists, Kay Flay, for.
Oh, yeah.
So I texted her that video this morning. I haven't heard back, but I did.
Oh, you know her?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, she's
I absolutely did, and I sent her that video.
I love her,
like,
dude. I think she's awesome, man. Good energy, great artist, great live performer, great songwriter, great voice. Just awesome. I'm a fan.
Well, good.
Obviously.
Then you're happy. I sent the text message and not like, oh.
Hey, let her know.
Oh,
you
God.
know, if she ever want to collab, dude, let's do something.
Yay! So what was it like writing Ego Trip while you were all in quarantine? I know you guys kind of got together, you know, had to get tested, do the whole thing.
Yeah. So we, you know, the rug was pulled out from underneath us, and we were on tour out in Europe at the time. Came home, flew home, thought we were going to be home for a few weeks. A couple months goes by. You know, and I'm settling in. I'm like, I didn't really realize I kind of needed a break in a way. And because we've been touring for 20 years straight pretty much. And then after that, you know, I started to drive everybody in the house crazy, you know, drive my wife crazy, the kids, you know, and had dad home for this amount of time ever. And I was like, I got to create. So we hooked up with the boys. We all tested, you know, did the deal.
Bad hail, what was it, last Thursday? How's your roof? If you're out in the O'Fallon, Missouri area or down near Lern's parents in the Waterloo area, I know you guys got some pretty bad hail down there, baseball-size hail. How's the roof? You have no idea. You got to get somebody up there for an inspection. Happy Roof Company, local company, get them up there. You need that peace of mind. There could be some real bad damage up there. And you wouldn't know because you didn't go up there. You're just assuming it's going to rain, my head's dry. But water could be getting behind walls, under shingles. Your gutters could be damaged. Happy Roof Company should be a call you make. If you have a leaky roof, an old roof, a damaged roof, an ugly roof, if you call today, they will have somebody out to look at your issue within 24 hours. A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. The Happy Roof Company is a local company. They're not storm chasers. You're going to get all the vultures in town. You know, when there's a bad hailstorm, the vultures descend. 100% of the market is in the St. Louis and surrounding areas. Happy Roof Company is headquartered in Sunset Hills. They're online at thehappyroof.com, thehappyroof.com. It's the Happy Roof Company. They put the happy in happy endings. Let's get to Moon's list of things he would like to achieve before death.
There's some cool ones on here, man. There's a couple cool ones. Let's start with number one. Moon wants to drive a monster truck, which is rad as hell. And I at least want to ride shotgun.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man. Growing up in St. Louis, big Bigfoot fan, as everyone should be. Mm-hmm. And, man, we've gone to this Monster Jam. You know, Monster Jam always invites me out and has had me out for years and years and take the kids. And it's just been the most fun experience every single time it comes through. We do a whole family event with it. And every time, you know, Scott and I have done this where we get down on the track, on the dirt beforehand for the pre-show. And when you're next to one, how can you not be driven to want to drive it? You sit there and you go, I am compelled.
Yeah. You have?
Oh, yeah. I drove the tailgater.
Dang.
A couple years ago.
Did not know that.
There's no second seat. It's only one seat, so you can't ride shotgun.
Dang. That's fine. Man. It's better.
I want to go.
Probably, and I have pictures, probably one of the coolest things I've done. I got to drive it over at the racetrack.
I didn't know.
I didn't get to crush any cars.
You didn't?
No.
Just candy.
They let me by myself in the car, like here.
Yeah.
Now, they did
have the foot pedals and everything?
The whole thing.
Oh, wow. See, this is what I want to do.
The whole thing. Dude. Now, the guy whose truck it was did have a kill switch, and they have those.
Yeah, that's fine.
And they have those just in case I got out of control.
Just in case I try to
like
Wait a minute.
Kill switch?
Like a remote kill switch.
He's going for the backflip.
Yeah. All the
That's
trucks
dope.
have them.
Can I ask this?
That is a great bucket list item, and
Yeah, that one's
That is
awesome.
great. In my head, every monster truck has that gas pedal that looks like a bare foot.
Yep. With a claw.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Like it just looks like 5 toes and a bare foot that's like says life rips on it or something like that.
you got to climb in, through the bottom.
You do? Oh,
Doors don't
man,
open.
dude, I am jealous of
doors.
this.
Yeah, this one's so cool. I hope Corey Rumble is the one that lets you ride it or
I
drive
wanna
his
do
truck.
this.
Now, would you drive the old Bigfoot that I see sitting?
Yeah, but that ain't what I'm looking for.
You want a
I mean,
modern.
That would be sick. Like
There is modern Bigfoot.
Yeah, they have the Hot Wheels one.
Oh, okay. I
It's in
haven't
the Hot
seen.
Wheels circuit or whatever.
I haven't seen that. Like the original one. I mean, that would be. I would love a picture in it. Just like kid me. But man, when you go to Monster Jam,
Sunset Hills Subaru is the #1 Subaru dealer in Missouri for 5 years straight, and they've been voted best new car dealer in St. Louis by STL Today, and there is an undeniable reason for that. When I went out there and hung out with Ryan and his staff, they are so cool. It's a no-pressure situation. They make you feel comfortable and at home. They got the best snacks in the lobby. It is just a cool place to do the car buying experience. And if that's not enough to convince you, they also have 2 adorable dogs that live in the building that'll let you scratch their head and rub their belly. It's a super pet-friendly place. You can bring your pets. Everybody wants to pet your dog. You can pet dogs. We can buy cars. What else do you need? Well, if you need something else, I'll tell you what else you get. You never charged over MSRP like some shady dealers charging thousands over sticker. They're saving you money compared to the competition, and I'm not talking about a couple $100. I'm talking about thousands of dollars, and now is better than ever to buy because now until the end of March, it is Subaru's A Lot to Love sales event, which means you're going to save even more money at Sunset Hills Subaru, which is already going to save you money anyway. And if you don't want to make it down to the dealership, you can shop online, get the same great deals, take advantage of Subaru's A Lot to Love sales event online. They'll deliver the car to you. You'll get the same great service. And if you ask nicely, they might even bring a dog for you to pet. That's a good deal. So don't wait. Go to sunsethillsubaru.com and check out their selection. Go in and look at a car today at sunsethillsubaru.com.
How are you, good sir? It's nice to see you again.
Yeah, I'm doing well. We're chugging along on this tour, and it feels pretty good.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, all right. How's the knee going, man? Are you doing okay? And I was
ELO's coming to town. Jeff Lynn's ELO.
Jeff Lynn's ELO, September 6th at Enterprise Center.
Wow.
I've seen this. I've seen this show at Madison Square Garden.
Wow.
And I went up to the United Center to see it in Chicago in like 2018. It was almost like Jeff Lynn has been preserving his voice. And he does Traveling Wilbury stuff too.
He does?
He does. It's like he has been preserving his voice for 30 years. You have to go if you're an ELO
What's your
fan.
favorite ELO song?
Well, I love Mr. Blue Sky, but Telephone Line, even like some of the
It's
disco
a living
songs.
thing. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, you'll hear them all. Every song you'll know.
They're
Incredible.
also Don't Bring Me Down.
Right. Xanadu.
my favorite is Mr. Roboto.
No.
That is Sticks.
That's a great.
Heat of the moment.
Okay. I guess we're done with this conversation.
All right. Well, he's incredible.
Have you watched, did you watch any of Garth Brooks? Kelly Chase mentioned Garth Brooks is going to be at the Puck
that's
Hansen
pretty
thing on
cool.
April 5th. So Garth Brooks has a thing, it's on Amazon Prime. It's on one of those. Where I think it's called Friends in Low Places. He's opening up his bar in Nashville.
Right. No, I seen him promoting it.
I watched the first episode.
And
It's good, man. I didn't realize how, at least they made it seem like he's very involved.
I think he is.
Going over blueprints and stuff. It's good. I like that behind the scenes stuff.
Me too.
Now that I've been to Nashville,
No, now that you're experienced.
Now that I've experienced
Tried and true.
Nashville.
Now you're a real Nashville partier.
Speaking of, there's an update on that kid. The kid from Mizzou who's missing.
Yeah.
Oh, this
You
happened
were
down
gone.
in
Yeah,
Nashville.
you were gone.
Yeah, you told me about this morning. I had not heard of this.
So the Riley Strain is 22 years old from Mizzou, was down in Nashville with a fraternity. It was like a fraternity trip. And they were at Luke Bryan's bar, and they threw him out.
Because drunk?
They said he violated the code of conduct. They said they served him 1 drink and 2 waters.
Mm-hmm.
And then they walked him out. And they said they walked him out with somebody, but that person came and went back in.
Mm-hmm.
They walked him down the back stairs. He said he was going back to the hotel and went the wrong direction. And there was video of him released stumbling around. It's a horrible story, and I feel terrible for the parents.
I feel terrible for those guys who were down there with him because, it appears that nobody went with him. And they're probably regretting that so deeply.
So after he left the bar, Riley's friends called him, but he told them he would just walk back to the hotel. For some reason, he walked in the opposite direction of his hotel. Last location that his phone pinged was near the Davidson County Courthouse around 9:53 p.m. Camera footage showed, a hammered Riley walking the streets. And in one video, stumbling and falling as he crossed a parking lot. He had that Life 360 too. Friends and family attempted to track his location with both Life 360 and Snapchat, but unfortunately the phone was turned off around 10.
Wow.
Since then, his parents have gone down to Nashville to help assist in the search. A group of civilians searching the riverbank near Riley's last reported location found his debit card.
Oh, my God. Awful.
Yeah.
Along the shoreline there. So.
Man, just, tell your kids, tell your friends. Do the old pool thing, dude. Buddy system.
Buddy system.
Let's get that around. Let's get that to be a normal thing. Always buddy system. I'm so thankful that we had all the experiences that we had in foreign countries without cell phones, stumbling back from different places, trying to find our way to hotels. We weren't hit by cars. It's so many hundreds of things could have happened to us.
It seems like a guy thing. I got this. I'll walk back to the hotel.
Yeah, Scott can attest. We had so many opportunities for bad things to happen.
And you know the rules, and yet
lucky.
you're like, I can break it this one time. This is an alleyway. It'll be quicker to get through, and I'll just hop down here.
Yeah, I've been in this city twice before. I'll find my way to the hotel. That was so stupid on our part. And
like that time in Vancouver, you and I, we were walking back to the hotel, and we saw the street that looked kind of cool in this Western bar. So we start walking towards it, and all of a sudden we realized we're in their Skid Row.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like the most sketchy thing on earth. Yeah. It's like, that's the wrong place at 2 a.m. or whatever.
I agree with you, Rizz, though. I think it is the guy thing that you don't follow your friends. We don't have no idea what was up with this kid and what happened. But even, I always think of my really annoying drunk friends who are like, no, I'm going to go back by myself. Like that whole thing. No, go.
No, and you ladies are good like that. You insist, you're not going alone.
You're not going alone. I didn't let my friend drive. I was like, absolutely not. I will stand in front of cars. I will get real annoying too. You just got to do that. You love your friends. I'm not saying these kids didn't love their friend. They didn't do anything wrong, but I'm just like, God, let's make that a habit of staying with the people.
And you know what? Another thing, and let me encourage this. I think we should be encouraging this. If your young kids are going to do drinking and partying and all this and go out, even if you're in an Uber situation or you're in a hotel situation right down the road, let's have a DD and not a designated driver, just a designated dad. You know what I mean? Like let's just make it normal.
Dude.
Let's just make it normal where at least one cat in the group has to be sober and is kind of the wrangler.
Well, and here's
you know what I mean, or just like the settler.
He must have been messed up prior to going in there. Again, they said they served him 1 drink and 2 waters. Mm-hmm. So Luke Bryan's bar put out a statement saying, during Riley's visit to Luke's 32 Bridge, our records show he purchased and was served 1 alcoholic drink and 2 waters. At 9:35 p.m., our security team made a decision based on our conduct standards to escort him from the venue through our Broadway exit at the front of our building. He was followed down the stairs with 1 member of his party. The individual with Riley did not exit and returned upstairs. So they basically were like, who knows what the conversation was. If it was, I'll just go back to the hotel.
Yeah. Terrible.
That's rough. I'm so sorry.
I can't imagine the guilt.
Yeah.
The guilt involved, and the parents are going nuts.
I know. Heart goes out to everybody.
Yeah.
What's the theory? I'm assuming that he
went down to the river. Fell in.
Oh, fell in.
Also, why was the phone turned off?
That's why I was wondering if it was.
What do you mean? Oh, that it just turned off because it got
broke?
waterlogged, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
and again, they found his debit card.
Why'd they find the card?
That made me feel like the theory was that he got rolled.
Yeah.
Down there.
Yeah.
And then maybe something happened.
It's a sad story.
Either way, it's terrible.
Terrible. All right, listen, Moon, hold off on the sports. We'll take a break. We'll come back with sports. All right, 9:28. It's Monday, traffic and weather. Mooner's coming at you. One final look.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We got a right-hand shoulder block due to a crash 270 southbound just before Olive Boulevard. Your point forecast, a morning freeze, and it will be breezy today. High of 45. Right now it's 31 at the Point Studio.
It's Donnie Fandango backstage at Point Fest. For one, I just almost fell out of my chair.
It is.
And for two, boy, that would have made a really great way to start the interviews of the day. Yeah. All right, so let's settle this first and foremost. You and me here right now. 0936.
Yes.
All right. I heard it in a couple of different ways. It confused the hell out of me, man.
It confuses me.
Okay, well then good. Then I don't feel as bad that it's not just me.
I put the colon in there to be read as a time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one says it's 9:36 o'clock ever.
Right, ever.
It's never happened. It's never happened.
And it never should happen.
And it won't, I promise.
You know, man.
Or the Bath Authority. If your bath or shower is old, outdated, has mold or mildew or, broken tiles, you gotta call the Bath Authority. Bath Authority provides the highest quality bathroom remodeling products along with a world-class customer experience, modern, durable tubs, showers designed with an exclusive high-tech polymer liner. Now, what that means to you is it's going to be low maintenance, it's going to be resistant to mold and mildew, it's going to be easy to clean, and it's going to last for decades. Plus, it comes with a lifetime warranty. Walk-in tubs, replacement showers, tub-to-shower conversions, and more. Every unit is custom-built. You pick the premium accents, you pick the accessories, including safety features. All the Bath Authority products are 100% made in the USA and can be installed in as little as 1 day by certified factory techs. Call today at 314-347-0410. Get $1,000 off a new shower or bath, plus 36 months of interest-free financing. Again, call today, 314-347-0410. Schedule your free in-home estimate today. TheBathAuthority.com. A better bath awaits.
Hi, I'm Rizz from the radio, and I've been playing guitar for about 10 months now, and that means I'm ready to teach you how to play guitar too. Are you ready to learn some fine licks? Well, I want you to take classes at the Rizzuto of Fine Music. In no time, I can get you playing like this. When you sign up for classes at the Rizzuto of Fine Music, I will teach at least one class a week, 15 minutes only, and you'll get this commemorative tote bag. Achieve all your dreams. Learn how to play guitar. Yes, fine licks like this. Jimi Hendrix, B.B. King, Kurt Cobain, Stevie Ray Vaughan, John Denver did not take classes at the Rizzuto of Fine Music. And look how they turned out. After taking classes at the Rizzuto of Fine Music, those panties will be melting off. And you'll be shredding your way to this commemorative tote bag. Classes are forming soon.
It's like Blink-182.
Dudes, how are we feeling? I want you to really do a little check here. I want you to think about like your mind. Is your brain good? Is your mental clarity? Are you feeling depressed today? Might be something going on with the hormones. Okay, now let's go to your body. How does your body feel? Your shoulders, maybe your abs, maybe it was leg day over the last week. I want you to check in with your body and then go to victorymenshealth.com and get an appointment on the books with the professionals over at any of the 4 locations. By the way, O'Fallon, Illinois, O'Fallon, Missouri, Town and Country, and then the brand new location in Sunset Hills. Victory Men's Health is there for you no matter if it's something going on hormonally, maybe it is a vitamin deficiency you need help with, short-term, long-term, maybe you have all sorts of goals. Maybe weight loss is one of those, and you don't know where to begin, and you want to go to a place that is geared towards you, the men queen of the world. That's exactly what Victory Men's Health is. And by the way, it is so nice. I go into the town and country location the most, and it's just so great in there. Whether you're getting that IV vitamin infusion in the back, where every Robert De Niro and Al Pacino movie is being played, simulcast with all of the sports that are on in any given moment. They even have like a bar cart if you're into that. So victorymenshealth.com for everything. Start living a better, healthier life.
All right, so the lead-off interview for Point Fest 2019, my guy Claudio from Coheed and Cambria. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
You know, I believe the last time that you were here, and I so wish that I could have talked to you while that it was happening. Coheed was playing a show at the pageant, and oh my gosh, the hubbub about your hair was on that day, man. Like it was so fascinating to watch some of your fans completely lose their minds about that. And I'm curious from your perspective because, you know, I mean, I know that the music is so important and everything that goes involved in this is such a big deal. And the hair thing to me seems like it would be something that you would be a little uncomfortable with as far as like the direct attention of it all. How do you take it? Do you just think it's kind of a goof and move on with it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was just having a good time. You know, doing this for a living, you don't want to take yourself too seriously. And I know that that's something that a lot of people think with Coheed and its whole like concept and, it's just so inflated. But at the same time, it's like we're really just out here to kind of have a good time, and that was just a way to kill time and just have fun. So
what was amazing to me was that you had made a social media post about it, and then like an hour later, like all of the websites picked up on it. So it was just like social media crazy for a few hours. Like it just really caught fire, and I was like, this is about this man's hair. So I think today, if I'm not mistaken, even though Mastodon is not here, this kind of sort of begins that trek with Mastodon. And when I was reading an interview with you kind of talking about both of you guys going out, it was really cool to read and really kind of feel you a bit fanboy out about being able to be on the road with those guys. So this is nothing that's ever happened before. The first time that you've been out on an extended run with them.
Yeah.
But they've been friends with you guys for a while. You've been mutual friends, kind of thing.
So, somewhat. I mean, we've just kind of been in the same circles, and we've seen each other's bands on tour, like whether it's in a festival situation or at NAMM shows or just sort of gatherings. So it just kind of made sense. I mean, both bands being these like kind of progressive rock, things that like, why not? So.
Yeah, one of the things you kind of alluded to it a little bit before, do you obviously have this intricate storyline that's laid out for these records, but I feel as though that you can love these records even if you don't exactly know the ins and outs of the storyline. Are you okay with that?
Oh, absolutely.
Getters out there ready to step into a career that's more than just a job. Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill calling all leaders to join their A-team in creating the ultimate party scene in St. Louis. Now picture this. Leading the charge to the best party in town while catching all the action-packed sports and getting paid for it, Rafe.
Yeah, man, and Hot Shot knows how to treat its managers, all right? They're talking competitive salaries, perks like employee discounts, awesome benefits, sign-on bonus, and don't forget the best part, endless Hot Shots, tacos, and wings. Just stuff that in an envelope. Pay me that way. Where else can you work and enjoy epic game nights on the clock?
So join an industry leader that's been dominating the scene in St. Louis since 1990. Become part of the Hot Shots family and live the dream, leading the charge and throwing unforgettable parties day in and day out.
Right. So clearly, somebody out there is ready to dive in, and it's easy as a few taps on your phone. Submit your application at hotshots.com/jobs and gear up to join the management squad at Hot Shots. It's not just a workplace, okay? It's a community and a home for sports fanatics and proud partners of the St. Louis Blues.
Joined in the Point studio now by the mastermind behind Ghost, Tobias Forge. How are you, man?
I'm good, thank you. How do you do?
I'm doing really well. It's an absolute great pleasure to.
I know we got sports here in a second, and unfortunately, Lern, we don't have time for you to break down this year's
March
NCAA
Madness?
tournament bracket.
I was watching it at length last night, you guys.
Listen, Moon's just going to give
Gonzagas.
the highlights. I don't know about the Gonzagas. Here's sports. All right, Moon, what do you got?
Sports brought to you by DraftKings, the casino queen. Call to book your bracket bash watch parties at DraftKings Sportsbook now. St. Louis City SC came from behind twice to earn a point on the road against LA Galaxy. The match finished 3-3 with goals from Ostrak, Nielsen, and an own goal from John McCarthy, extending City SC's unbeaten streak to 4 games. Got to get some wins,
So
though.
unbeaten, but yet tied again.
Got to get some wins.
An own goal?
An own goal from Galaxy. Well, technically.
That's not good.
The NCAA men's basketball tournament is ready to go. 68-team field was revealed on Sunday afternoon. The top 4 seeds are Connecticut, Houston, Purdue, North Carolina.
All right, who do you got, guys?
I have North
I
Carolina.
don't care.
Tar Heels.
I mean, no.
What do you mean you don't care? It's probably one, a top, 3 sporting event of the year. So
Yeah,
you
I'd
gotta
say
pick somebody.
I'd say Carolina.
UConn.
If I have to guess somebody.
You're going UConn.
I think I'm going UConn.
I think I'm going
All right.
Purdue. Just throw a wrench in this.
The Boilermakers. All right.
Who do you got?
I'm taking a 32 seed. I'm going for the big money.
Oh, Moon's going Rankin Tech.
Yeah.
So Rankin Tech.
Hey, not a bad option.
You have no
Rankin
idea
Tech
what
make
they
the
bring.
big dance.
You have no idea what they bring to the field.
Their own toolbox, I'll tell you that.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
A lot of different
You just get hit with a wrench. The first 4 teams that were out of the top 68 were Oklahoma, Indiana State, Seton Hall, and Pittsburgh. All the fun begins with the first 4 matchups in Dayton on Tuesday and Wednesday. Then Thursday and Friday might be the most unproductive days of the week for basketball fans, as 32 games will be played in the tournament's first round. Once all is said and done, a national champion will be crowned at the Final Four in Phoenix, Arizona on April 8th.
Okay, so, hey, the AC goes out in the arena. Rankin Tech's playing that game. You know that AC's getting fixed immediately.
Hell
That's
yeah.
right.
Oh, yeah.
It's a guarantee.
It's going to be the most comfortable game you've ever seen.
That's a guarantee.
Aaron Donald, to first name, is hanging up his football gear. The 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year announced his retirement last week on Friday. He wrote, "For 10 years, I've been fortunate to play the game of football at the highest level. I'm thankful for the people I've met along the way, the relationships I've built, and the things I've accomplished with my teammates and individually." So he played his whole career with the Rams in St. Louis and in L.A. Helped the franchise win a Super Bowl in 2022. He also said, "Not many people get drafted to a team, win a world championship with that team, and retire with that team. I do not and will not take that for granted. Most experts feel that he will be a first ballot
Oh, yeah, dude.
Hall of
How old
Famer.
is he?
Hell, I don't know. I don't have that info.
Listen, I get
He's
it, man.
young.
You
I think
retire
he's
at the top of your game.
34?
Yeah, he's in his
33?
early 30s.
And listen, he's made enough money. He's achieved everything he needs to achieve.
He can
Before
still
your-
walk.
Before your brain gets scrambled,
Yeah.
walk away.
Dude,
walk away.
The linemen that I knew all said, like, the first thing they do when they get
32.
to
32.
Oh, really? Nice. First thing that they want when they get in the NFL is money, money, money.
He
And
got
then,
it all.
Then after a couple years, they go, "Oh, I'd really like a ring." And he goes, "After about 4 years, the only thing you're thinking is, I want to finish this career and still be able to walk."
Right.
That's it. Chicago Bears traded Justin Fields to the Steelers for a conditional 6th-round pick. Pittsburgh announced this on
crazy.
Saturday. And then they added Russell Wilson in free agency on a 1-year deal and traded Kenny Pickett to the Eagles.
Well, Justin Fields will be his backup. So Russell
Yes.
Wilson will start.
Yes. They did report that Wilson is the starter, and this move gives Fields a chance to learn under the former Super Bowl champ. The two have similar styles of playing. The Bears, who hold the number 1 overall pick in this year's draft, are expected to select USC's quarterback Caleb Williams. Fields took to social media and thanked Chicago and said the whole thing, "Next chapter, thanks, blah, 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 I love you, blah, blah, blah." I'm Moon, and that's your sports, because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
All right, one
Working
final
it.
break. We'll come back, and we will wrap her up.
Everywhere you look at me, you can see I'm in a brace. Yeah, you got a giant halo right there on your face. And every time
Script on your future now. Imagine transforming your life and career in just a couple months. Now, it's all possible in 3 easy steps with Centric. Step 1, you decide to make a change. You've got the power to rewrite your story, starting today. Step 2, you dive into Centric's accelerated tech program. Whether you're into coding or cybersecurity or network administration, Centric's got you covered. In as little as 4 months, you could get the skills you need with hands-on training that sets you up for real-world success. Step 3, step out, you start your new career. Centric's not just about learning, it's about launching you into a career that's as dynamic and forward-moving as you are. And here's the best part. You choose how to learn. On-site or online, day, evening, or flex option, Centric's flexible learning fits your life. It's not the other way around. With new programs starting all the time, the right moment is whenever you are ready. Change your life in 3 easy steps today by going to centric.com/Rizz, CENTRIQ.com/Rizz.
Backstage at Point Fest, our first interview of the day is a gentleman that the first time that we met was in the restroom.
And we wasn't doing drugs.
No, not at all. Jelly Roll,
you got to clear that up in this area. Somebody be like, I wonder what they were doing in the bathroom together.
They're just going to assume that for sure. Even if we say we didn't, they're going to assume that anyway.
Well, I'll tell the story that I was stoned and waiting on a commode that was open. I didn't realize the door was closed, and I thought somebody was there, so I sat there for like 15 minutes with my butt puckered, waiting to use the bathroom just to find out nobody was in there.
While I'm going, you're directed traffic in and out of the bathroom.
I'm telling people, I'm like, oh, you're good that way. That one's open. That one's clogged. Somebody's in that one. I'm waiting too. And it was, that was my morning.
Well, we got to start out. I mean, there's a lot of things that we could talk about. But first, man, Dead Man Walking goes #1 at rock radio. And for you, and in kind of watching your path, you seem genuinely, 1, thrilled, but 2, still kind of surprised, even after it's already happened.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it was a really surprising. I have to touch on this because this is special to me. It was #1 at rock radio for 2 consecutive weeks, which was even crazier. Because I never thought I'd be in the top 10. I don't know if y'all seen it, but I had posted when I went to the top 10. I was like, we made it further than anybody thought we would. Let's go to #5. And I was like, to me, I'd have been cool at like just going back to 12 at that point. I was like, we made it to the top 10. And then we were #1 for 2 weeks. We was in the top 5 for like 8 weeks. We were lucky, though. You know, we were blessed. It was a little rough. My dear friend Shinedown just controlled the chart for like 7 weeks. I mean, you speaking of clogged commodes.
Yeah, well, they have a tendency to do that.
Yeah, you talking about backing a toilet up. I mean, I think they were #1 for 6 weeks, took a week off, and then went back again. I was like, you greedy mothers.
When you have a song, though, like Dead Man Walking that, you do you have an idea like that we've got something here, or was it just another Jelly song that you felt strong about?
Well, I felt really great about it. I didn't know that I would ever be so accepted in the radio world. So I just wasn't sure because I never changed the nature of the content of the lyrics. My top line has always been very purpose-driven. So I just wasn't sure where it would fit formats. And then as soon as we started playing it for people, rock was like, this is rock. And I was like, I thought so too. But I wasn't like, I didn't trust, I'm not like the greatest judge of that. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a
Universal Windows Direct. If you've been cold in your own home all winter, and probably today it's looking chilly out there, don't suffer through it again, all right? In a drafty home, call my guys at Universal Window Direct. Universal Windows have this incredible tech developed by NASA. That's where scientists work, called Super Spacer. It helps keep the edge of the glass warmer, holds the window seal longer, and makes the windows last up to 5 times longer than any other window system. And you get the best windows for your home within your budget, and they perform better and last longer. Plus, Universal backs it all up with their true lifetime warranty for as long as you own your home, plus 30 years to the next homeowner. Not only will we be getting the best windows on the market, but your windows will be installed by the best in the biz. Call Universal Windows Direct today, and they'll upgrade your new windows to triple pane glass for free. That's 3 layers of glass between you and the cold outside. What that means is extra protection from the elements, consistent temp, lower costs for your bills in the winter and the summer, and triple pane windows. You're going to notice that your home is quieter and more comfortable. Schedule your free in-home estimate today, and for every 2 windows you get, you'll get 2 free, plus a free upgrade to triple pane glass, double your energy tax credit. If that's not enough, tell them I told you to call. You get an extra $250 off your next project. For the last windows you'll ever need, go to universalwindowsdirect.com, and you will be saying, I love my windows!
Paps, be good to your daughters. That's how you know to be good. 'Cause some will turn to mommies when others will be daughters. And dads, that's how your brothers can be mothers too. That was John Mayer. Daughters.
Will there be celebrity guests on this show?
Who does #2 work for?
Have you ever wondered what your boss's bathroom routine is like? Well, me neither.
But we might find out today whether we like it or not on the number 2 show. In the wild ecosystem of the workplace, there's a unique species we've all encountered and have to navigate. The boss. Ugh. Just as David Attenborough would guide us through the behaviors of lions and gazelles on the African plains, let me take you on an office safari. You won't need binoculars, but perhaps a strong cup of coffee or a sneaky sip of the flask you keep in your top drawer, Frank. That's right, Frank. We all know about the whiskey. Get a handle on things. From the prowling micromanager to the elusive Captain Cryptic, here's a glimpse into a few of the bosses you're bound to run into during your 9-to-5 jungle adventure. Hey, can we get a cool graphic right there? Like a cutaway to like a guy in a safari hat that's like, welcome to the jungle, and it's like, rawr, like a big jaguar noise? No. Okay, moving on with the monologue. The micromanager from hell stalks your every click like a digital big brother. If they could, they'd probably control your mouse pointer from their office. Personal space? They ain't never even heard of it. They want to camp out in your ass like it's Yosemite. The Ghost Boss. Paranormal edition. Woo! Sightings are rarer than Bigfoot, but their cryptic midnight emails haunt your inbox and are damn near as blurry and unclear. You may never see them, but their passive-aggressive notes are proof enough that the truth is out there. Woo! The Parent Boss, but not really. They drop outdated slang, dab unironically, and think that TikTok is a brand of smartwatch. They're hip, they're cool, and they're dying to tell you a dad joke that will toe the line of getting HR involved. In a world where your boss could be a friend, a foe, or a complete enigma, navigating the workplace...
So let me talk to you directly. I don't know anything about running my own business. But here's the deal. You have to feel like your back is against the wall so often because you are the boss, right? You're working for yourself and you're dealing with the consumers and customers that come in for your business. And, you know, maybe you feel alone at times, like, oh my gosh, I have no resources. What can I do? I need help with marketing. I need help with, conflict resolution. Guess what? The Better Business Bureau, they're there for you. Not just for those of us who are consumers and customers like myself. That's why I go to the bbb.org, because when I'm looking for, let's say it's a deck company or a landscaping company, those are the two that I've been seeking out at bbb.org lately. I want that A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. I want to know that ethical practices and standards are happening within the businesses I'm hiring. I also want to make sure that my money is paying for something that's top of the line. And that's why I use Better Business Bureau. But as far as owning your own business, if you need help with social media marketing or just networking with other businesses that are similar to yours or that conflict resolution service, the Better Business Bureau is there to help. Join their accreditation program today. Get online, bbb.org.
Hey, we're the Interrupters! And we're here with our new friends Sarah and Donnie from The Point. We're at Music Record Shop and we're gonna go get some records.
Reggae and ska. This record is going to change your life. It really is. This is Nightclub, Gangsters, Rudy, A Message to You, Rat Race, man, Ghost Town. So we come, Interrupters, before we come out on stage, we play Ghost Town, and it's on this. You just have to get, I insist that you get that one.
Okay. If you were gonna get a Ramones record, are you a fan of the Ramones?
I don't know, a lot of times I hear songs and I'm like, oh yeah, I love that song. I just can't remember who it was.
I Want to Be Sedated.
Mm-hmm.
And like Blitzkrieg Bop. Mm-hmm. So this is their second record, and it's really good.
In 8th grade, I went to Catholic school. I had to walk from my school to my parents' office, and in between the school and the office was a reggae record store. It was a record store, mostly just reggae. Mm-hmm. From school until then, that most of my time was spent at that record shop.
Wow. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of where it started.
And the owner of that record shop was like check this out. It's called incense, and you burn it. And I was like, cool.
Check this out. It's kind of like incense, but it makes it feel fun.
And then he was like, check this out. He's like, you're really gonna like this. Because I was like, I really like Nirvana. And he was like, if you like Nirvana, you're really gonna like this. And he put on Bad Brains. And I was like,
This slaps.
We all know that. You know?
Heating, cooling, and energy experts. I just met somebody over the weekend who is in need of a new water heater, and he was not expecting that, and it was a pain. He's like, I got to get this now. So I told him to call Anton's Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Energy Experts because they were the ones that replaced my water heater, and thank goodness, made me a hero, changed our whole home. They also changed our whole home with an energy audit. We found out exactly where all the inefficiencies were, and we just got a new furnace from Anton's as well. They do it all. Repairs, installations, the energy audit, and they promote world-class service and have for 40-plus years in our area. It's spring, so it's tune-up time. Use Anton's, and they're offering an incredible AC clean deal for only $69. So tune up that AC. Make sure it's prepared because it might be a little bit chilly today, but you know it's going to be hot again next week. So get in while you can on $69 deal for the AC clean from Anton's. Out with the old, in with the new. Anton's was also going to pay you up to $12.50 when you replace your indoor units, plus special financing options are available. Check them out now. Anton's Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Energy Experts online at antonshvac.com. That's ANTONSHVAC.com.
Morris Jewelry, ninjabling.com. They are the exclusive jeweler of the Rizz Show.
Best of the best. This is a lifetime jewelry relationship for me, mainly because of the experience. I had never experienced anything like what Moritz Royce does, and neither will you until you go. If you've had any sort of jewelry buying experience, you know that it can be intimidating because chances are you're like me and Rizz. You don't know nothing.
Man, know nothing.
You don't know nothing about rings or...
I can imagine some guys walking in there for an engagement ring, full sweat, like pit stains, the whole thing.
That's kind of how I was.
Because they've heard the horror stories of these jewelry places taking advantage of ignorance.
Yeah, but once you go into Moritz Royce, you realize, hey, this is totally different. They're not working on commission. They're a private showroom, and that's just the beginning. Then you start talking about, okay, well, here's my budget. Here's what I'm looking for, and they will exceed all expectations across the board for you and for anybody that you're thinking about gifting some of this jewelry to.
It's an amazing experience. Go to ninjabling.com, get the phone number, get the address, make an appointment, see what we've been talking about for so long. They've been around for 40 years. Moritz Royce Jewelry, the exclusive jeweler of the Rizz Show, where you get the jewels and not the shaft.
There's a big tour, big show coming to St. Louis, April the 1st over at the Chaffetz Arena. And I am very stoked for the very first time to be chatting with Co Wetzel. Co, you'll be at Chaffetz. It is the Road to El Paso Tour Part 1. And we're playing the song Creeps. And it's really nice to meet you, Co.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having us on. Thank you for jamming the music, dude.
Now, no problem at all. And we got a lot to get to here. But I, as somebody that's kind of new to you and what you do, what was the first music in your life that caught your ear, that made you, that started to like kind of lay the foundation for you being a very passionate music fan?
I would probably have to say Nirvana. I grew up on all kinds of music, and then I found out who Nirvana was in the 8th grade or 7th or 8th grade, and I don't know, man. They kind of grabbed me. Kurt's voice.
By BetterHelp. Now, we all wish we had more time in the day. Just give me another hour. Okay, I'm giving you another hour. What are you going to do with it? An extra hour of work? You going to start a hobby? What's important to you? You should be important to you. Therapy can help you find what matters to you, and you could do more of it. As somebody who's benefited from therapy, talking to somebody, can help you find the best version of yourself. And it doesn't matter if you've suffered from something traumatic or, hell, if you just want to chat with somebody. That's all right. If you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient and flexible, and it's designed to be based on your schedule. And it couldn't be easier. Go to BetterHelp.com/Rizz. You fill out a quick questionnaire. You get matched with a licensed therapist. If you are not happy with who they match you with, all good, not a big deal. Switch therapists at any time, no additional charge. Learn to make time for what makes you happy with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Rizz and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Rizz.
Joined in the Point Studio now by the mastermind behind Ghost, Tobias Forge. How are you, man?
I'm good, thank you. How do you do?
I'm doing really well. It's an absolute great pleasure to have you here, and the absolute ferocious fan base of Ghost has me completely petrified that I'm going to screw this interview up because they
then don't.
Right. Well, that's the idea. But it's one of those really great things in getting to talk about Ghost right now, because you can just feel all the excitement and everything kind of not starting to come together, but just continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger. That has got to be an amazing thing for you to see on your side of things.
Of course it is. I mean, I've done many records in my life that did cause nothing, you know. So it's you never know how many times you will have this feeling. So I'm trying to sort of absorb it and enjoy it whilst it's here, and yeah, no, it's a fantastic feeling.
When I had read, and again, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I had read, kind of when the process and the thought process for this was beginning, that you thought that you would have a certain audience that would dig it, that would enjoy it, and that it might even be kind of like sort of an art thing that you could potentially see at like an art installation. Are you yourself a little surprised that it is grown into what it has become now?
Yes. I mean, obviously everything is a grad.
Systems, the all things basementy experts, they are just that. Basement waterproofing, foundation repair, crawl space repair, egress windows, anything with your basement. But they are so much more. They can fix settling driveways. They can raise an entire highway slab 8 inches. So if they can do that, they can do your driveway, and they can do my front porch. And that's exactly what I used them for last year. At the end of last year, or the middle of last year, my front porch was sunk so low that my parents were kind of like falling out of my front door, basically. It was dangerous. It was ugly. And it was actually causing the whole roof to kind of slip down from where it connected, and it was bad. It was going to create so much trouble for me, and I needed it done right, and I needed it done forever. So Woods Basement Systems came in, and they figured out, okay, not only do you need concrete leveling, you need piers as well. They did all of that. They did it in like 1.5 days, probably, I mean, less than that. And man, it looks great, it's safe, and it's done right. It's done forever. If you need any of this kind of information or any of this kind of work done, get all the information at moonloveswoods.com. That is the website to go to. There is you can get a free estimate, actually, at moonloveswoods.com for whatever it is that you need from Woods Basement Systems, the all things basementy experts. For a free estimate, moonloveswoods.com.
I'm a fan, I'm a freaking nerd, I'm a big fan. St. Louis City has my heart, and Together Credit Union has made it so very easy for me. Not only have they dressed me well with this lovely scarf, but they gave me access to the St. Louis City SC Visa card. The credit and the debit card exclusive to Together Credit Union members, but it's gotten me 10% off food and bev in the stadium at the home opener. It got me 10% off at the team store, which is beautiful, by the way. And you know how Rizz and I are super cheap with our time? We don't like to stop or wait in lines because we're prissy, we're crybabies, whatever. I got express entry because of this little card right here, so you can get it too at Together Credit Union. I love them. Go City! All for City!
Backstage at Point Fest, and I'm completely honored to be joined by Ed from Live. This is one of my childhood dreams, to always talk to you every time you're in town.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Been following you. I was telling you, tour manager, I've been following you guys since, and I'm sorry if nobody out there cares, but I'm going to walk down memory lane with you. MTV 120-minute tour, Springfield, Missouri.
Oh, yeah.
Shrine Mosque, I think is what it was.
I think so. It was our first tour.
That was your first tour?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you guys were like, talk about just being with the guys you grew up with. You guys were like 12 at the time or something.
Yeah, we started the band when we were 13, coming out of 8th grade into high school. And that tour you mentioned, that was 1992. So that was our first road experience with Public Image Limited and Big Audio Dynamite and Blind Melon.
Yeah, that was amazing, and that's one of those. That's like obviously the first time I saw you, but even more creepy. I have a Public Affection CD.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. There aren't too many of those around.
Is there no restraining order just yet on that?
No. Somebody did try. Somebody tried to they put it up on one of the streaming sites as like Public Affection. I'm like, hey, that's our band.
Wait a minute, hold on a second.
Wait a minute, you can't do that.
You got enough of that stuff going on all the time anyway, with so many records out and everything, and now new music, and you guys are here in St. Louis. Talk about touring again and still doing it after, what, 25 years of Throwing Copper, one of my all-time faves. It's still fun for you, right?
It's so much fun. We're just kicking this year off. We've been back now. We took a long break there, and break/breakup. Right. And this is the third year we've been out. You know, the first year we did a bunch of festivals. Last year we did a great tour with Counting Crows.
Yep. Been there.
Yeah, the weather's nice. Now you're seeing those for sale signs in front of homes. Yes. If you're thinking about buying a house, stop renting, buy a house. You got to call Kevin Putney. Kevin Putney, the 123 Mortgage Team. And he always says a mortgage is like a fingerprint. Everyone's different. Kevin Putney at the 123 Mortgage Team is going to help you secure your dream home with the 123 mortgage rate advantage, and that means he's going to find the loan that fits your needs. And he wants to put homeownership within everyone's reach. His community promise can provide $6,500 in down payment assistance if you live in a qualifying neighborhood. Give Kevin a call, 314-862-0123. Even before you call the realtor, let's get the financing all set up. Let's get qualified. Let's get approved. This way, you find your dream home. There's multiple offers on the table. You're at the front of the line. Good to go. 314-862-0123 is online at 123mortgage.com. It's Kevin Putney, Equalizing Opportunity. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Restrictions apply. Call for details. Cross Country Mortgage LLC, NMLS 3029, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, 123mortgage.com, 314-862-0123. For us, Donnie Fandango is next. Today's wrap-up is sponsored by
Jack in the Box. Jack wraps. A little bit of healthy, a little bit of indulgence, only at Jack.
All right, what is today's podcast titled?
Chase and Jackman are slopping the Joe.
Oh, my God.
Well, first off.
Oh, wow.
I thought.
Well done.
Yeah.
That was King Scott.
Good job, Scott.
Thank you.
You got a dirty mind over there. in your little
Yeah, thanks to Kelly Chase and Barrett Jackman for coming by, promoting their Puck Cancer event April 5th, which is going to be a huge deal. I didn't realize Garth Brooks is going to be there.
Get that
Mark
VIP
Bentley.
ticket.
Man.
You get to meet him.
You get to meet him.
That's incredible.
All right, tomorrow, 8 o'clock, mystery guest. Mystery guest.
It's a man we know. Because somebody let the cat out of the bag.
Oops. Also, our former intern, 8Ball's coming in.
That's right.
Courtney, she's got the her tailor-made show.
Yeah, tailor-made. It's Taylor Swift tribute act, and they got a big show coming up. I think it's at Delmar Hall. The first one at Delmar Hall.
Yep.
She's going to come in and talk about it and have some fun with us. It'll be good to see her. She was one of the favorites of our interns.
Hey, you know what, Rafe?
What?
Oh, this would be a good contest for her if you could put it together. No pressure.
Sounds like there's pressure, but yeah, go ahead.
Taylor Swift lyrics or AI lyrics?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Because
She'll know.
Kill it.
She is a Taylor Swift expert.
She'll know, but I will do it.
You think so? You think so?
I think she will, yeah. She's pretty deep.
She's Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
She's deep. in
Taylor
it,
Swift?
She's beyond an expert.
dude. She's
But she only gets the points if she knows it and knows the song.
Oh.
She'll still get it.
She'll sing that damn song.
She'll
for
still
you.
get it.
All right, well,
swiffle ball.
Swiffle Ball.
There we go.
Moon, what else?
Can You Feel It Punk Tonight tickets are still available. 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. shows coming up May 11th. Do not be fooled by whatever these freaking websites are that are telling you that they're $200 and $300 tickets. They are not. They are $30 tickets. 3
Very
p.m.
affordable.
3 p.m. and 8 p.m. Go to the pageant's website. Don't just search the pageant because there's some weird sites that are popping up.
The Page Ant. Just remember that.
Yep. You love that.
I love it.
Yeah.
You love it.
You're
Somebody
real proud.
told me that like 20 years ago, and I still remember. ThePageAnt.com.
PageAnt.com. Can I ask for a hint on the mystery guest?
No.
Can I ask anyway?
Yeah.
Is there anyone in the room who'll be more excited than the others? Or is this just going to be a treat for everybody? Do you think there's one of us that's going to be
equal
super-
treat.
And if so, whom is it?
Yeah.
Who will be excited, not who the guest
I think
is.
everybody will be excited.
Okay.
It's
Equally.
Dave Grohl. It's Dave Grohl. We're announcing the Foo Fighters
No,
show.
if it was Dave
Show
Grohl,
me
if
Dave
it-
Grohl.
Yeah,
He
if
would
it was
say
Dave
you.
Grohl, it'd be you.
Look me.
No, it's not
Look
Dave
me in the.
Grohl.
Oh, you're not looking at me when you say it.
It's not Dave Grohl. Learn, what do you got?
Follow me on the socials. I kissed a sea lion over the weekend. I do headstands. My cats are cute. My life is fun. Learn versus radio. Thanks.
Okay, Rafe.
Also follow me on the socials after you follow her at I am Rafe Williams. I do not do headstands. I have not kissed a sea lion, but there's a lot of fun stuff on there anyway.
Okay.
Yeah,
Scott.
follow me, King Scott Rules, and all the other stuff they said I have not done either.
Okay. We leave you with a selection from our